hits the fan.
Everybody with you thinking of like a little bit of like old
When Trump hits the fan, they're gonna need a scapegoat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I have a good topic that we can talk about.
Okay, cool. Well, let's.
One of these. You might just to give you this one. Did you hear about that? We'll talk about that.
I'm gonna post this here in a second, and then we'll dive into Gene's World.
Get your thoughts on that.
That's what we're gonna call it, Gene's World.
It kind of touches
Gene's
both
World.
worlds.
Once the episode's gonna be called Gene's World.
But do I look fat on the TV?
No, you look slender.
Okay, thank you. Can you
No,
see?
we got the whole corner covering. Unless you just want to get more friendly with
Can I see?
Yeah.
No, you want to see?
Yeah.
It's a little delayed though.
You're just
It
checking
is a little
yourself.
delayed.
It is a little delayed. It's gonna.
Okay, let me see.
Welcome to the 2.5 Amigos podcast. We have our special guest.
Get in more here. If you want.
Huge anticipation for this to happen. Gene Moore, local comedian from Phoenix. This guy is hilarious. I can't say
Amazing.
enough. Yeah. We watched. We seen him. We went to one of his shows. You can't just. You're bigger than life.
What? I
Yeah.
love it. Thank
that
you.
was
And I haven't slept with any of you. God bless you. Hey, before we start, can I give a shout out to
the
my
night's
friend?
still young.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
Oh, you got
What
lube?
is this?
Okay. So this is from Eric Subcheck. He is so funny, and he sells these as merch. It's a straw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I can have it.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
Because
cool.
I'm a man lady. I can't just drink out of a red cup.
You know, we use straws
Very
on our
nice.
show too. We need to have
But
him.
we can have him on. And
Eric
is he,
Subcheck, he's hilarious. He has
is
a
he a
food
local
blog.
comic?
Yeah.
So make sure before you leave,
We'll
we get his
info.
contact
We
information.
can have him on.
Yeah, definitely.
We should have got a Gene
He sells
Moore
these
stick-
for $5.
what?
Really?
Yeah.
And they're reusable, I would imagine,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's the goal to get rid of the plastics.
Yeah. Can I tell you? Am I interrupting your?
No, go ahead,
No.
go.
So
there is no flow today.
I was at a Starbucks.
You are our flow.
What?
You are, which
I love
sounds
you
kind of
boys.
gross.
I'm sleeping with all of you. I don't even like lesbians.
That's a joke.
You don't
That
like
was good.
lesbians.
That was good.
But, no, so I'm at Starbucks minding my business.
Yeah.
And this lady goes up and she says, what's going to go on with... She says, because she personalized it. She's like, why are you taking away my straws? And the little girl's like, what are you talking about? She's like, you're getting rid of the straws. And they're like, yes, ma'am, we have to get rid of them. In 2 years, we're phasing them out. And then she was like... and she's like, why? And they told her because of the animals. And she's like, well, I'm a Christian. We have dominion over animals. You know how those fake Christians are.
The fake ones, yes.
And so she was
The
like,
whites.
The Chick-fil-A goers.
yes.
Yeah.
She wouldn't leave that girl alone.
Yeah.
And you know, here's the thing. You could be mean to me all day. I don't care. I don't respond. I don't fight. You know what I mean? Like, if you're mean to me or you want to fight, it's just your issue, right?
Yeah.
But I'll stick up for somebody
That was a
who
little
can't
girl?
defend themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was, when I say little girl, she's probably like 20. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
okay.
You know? And then the lady was older.
She's still little.
And I'm like, ma'am, get the hell out of the line. You know what I mean? I had to tell her off.
Oh my.
You know what I mean? When you tell somebody off that hasn't been told off in a while, it's joy. That's why I'm here. The Lord
joy.
Jesus has put me there.
I'm
I'm just doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
reason.
not being hateful. I'm just doing the Lord's work. Somebody's got to tell these people off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put them in their
No,
place.
yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because those fake Christians love to be victims, and they attack you and they poke you, and then when you respond back, then they get to be the victim.
Victim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who's the victim currently right now?
Who?
Yeah.
Comedy. Comedy is the victim.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, comedy can be a victim. Yeah. Let's do a fundraiser for comedy.
Comedy.
We should.
Comedy
We should.
relief.
Do it.
We'll call it Live Aid.
We should do it. Well, the whole country's changing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's been
Maybe
coddled
Comedy
for
Aid?
so
Comedy
long.
Aid.
You
All
know what I
right,
mean?
fine.
It's a weird world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that we live
it
in.
is.
It's a weird world.
We need to push. Well, not we. Comics need to push back.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? You think yes?
No, if you're writing a
I've
joke,
never
you
been-
shouldn't be censored with your joke. You should be told what you need to say.
I agree.
True. It's
I
just
think-
we're in a weird world.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I don't know. Like, sorry.
He doesn't even know.
I don't know
what
That's
what to
how I
say.
am all
I don't
the
know what to
time.
say. I don't know what to say. Because,
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing: like, we portray ourselves as a funny podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, we
None
try
of
to
us are
be.
comics. We just try to be funny.
Try. It's
The
Yeah,
keyword.
try is a keyword.
That's why you're here.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're the comedy relief.
Doing the Lord's work.
saving one podcast at a
Exactly.
time.
Exactly.
Is there somebody you want me to tell off today?
Yes.
Some fake Christian.
Yeah, of course.
We
No
So many.
censorship. I moved your subject.
us being a podcast,
Yeah.
we dive into the podcast world where there are networks of other podcasts that help you share your content, try to
Sure.
get you out there to show other things, right? Well, recently we got into a little scuttle with one of the podcast network, the Rise Up Podcast Community Network. Yeah, I know you have no idea, but we made a couple.
Mark did.
Some people, yeah. I made a comment.
But
I love how he tried to make it you guys.
As one, it is as one though. We all
went
take
a little
we
too
all
far.
we all take the blame though.
Yeah, no, we'll all take the blame. Yeah, you let me off my leash. It's your fault, not
Yeah,
mine.
that's right. I can't put this all on you.
So you made a comment that was
Yeah.
a little off color,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
people attacked you for it.
Yeah, a little sexist, I guess you could
Sexist,
say.
not off
yeah.
color.
Yeah.
And
We're all about color.
we eventually got kicked off because they wanted to censor those kind of comments.
Sure.
And
Sure.
no,
Because
there's
the way
no
the
more
world is.
censoring. If
the
it's
world
meant to be
is
funny,
in a sad place right now.
Yeah.
It is. And it's weird because the people that are abusing, there are people that are abusing people and doing bad things, and those people are the ones that should be called out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
nobody's going after them.
Yeah, they're
you know what I
going-
mean? They go
let's grab his mic
after.
and put it up a little bit.
Oh, put it up a little bit.
There you go.
I think they're going after the same people. It's very like similar to remember when what's his name, Bernie Sanders was running for president.
Yeah.
Remember that? And the Black Lives
that
Matter
guy's super
girls,
sexist.
they got up and they took over his mic.
Yes,
remember that?
yeah.
And I'm like, why are you guys doing that to him? He's already with you. He's already on your side. And so those people that believe in censorship, they're not attacking the people that they should. They're
No.
they're pussies. They're not doing that. They're gonna go for the low hanging fruit,
Yeah.
the ones where they can. You know what I mean? Like it's
So we're low hanging fruit.
well, you know what? As a fruit, it is the best place to be.
And I was gonna say you just mentioned pussy. Like, how did you know?
Oh, did I say that
You
word?
did.
Oh, did it come out of my mouth?
Yeah, you said being pussy, and I'm like, how would you know about that?
I forgot we're on radio.
Tell us more. Well,
No,
we
you're
are.
not
We're not.
censored here, dude.
I also
Go
wanna-
for it.
I also want to give a shout out to the fruit flies. There's fruit flies. Is that because of me?
No.
You ever had gay guys
Yeah.
in your garage before?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
We have not,
You are
but that's not why they're here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the audience, guys.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, they haven't been here all day.
Yeah.
No, they haven't.
What was your
They-
question? Did
they
I
still-
answer it though?
No, there was no
Was a question?
I like that.
Yeah.
Can that follow me around in life?
I think it does because you are a funny guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Really? The good stuff or the boring stuff?
The good
Everything.
stuff.
Okay.
We want it
Not
all.
so- not so
I
much.
can't
Just
see
summarize
a
it.
boring side
Yeah,
of
I know.
Gene.
Me neither.
It's hard
Me
for
neither.
me to see
And I
that.
really love you guys. You guys really like me.
Yeah, we're just,
You know what? I don't like myself, so when people like me, I'm like, what is wrong with you? So right now, in my mind, I'm like, these guys. I'm going to text my boyfriend, tell him to call security.
You should.
Good.
No, I'm from Michigan. You guys from the Midwest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Where you from?
No,
Okay.
I lied to you. I'm from here.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay,
Yeah.
what part of Wisconsin?
Racine, just south of Milwaukee.
Okay, that's a nice name. Racine. You can't have a lot of food in your mouth when you say that. Racine. Suck a dick when you say that. Racine. You know, where are you from, sir?
I'm from Arizona.
Mexico.
Okay.
But
No,
born in
California.
Michigan.
Yeah, let's come on. Let's be real.
California,
No,
no.
I'm from
No?
Michigan.
No.
I'm from Michigan.
You lived in California.
When I was like till like
Oh,
five,
well,
5
shit.
years old.
I'm fucking learning like so
Yeah,
much about you
yeah.
that I knew
I was
more.
born in
Have you
Mexico.
guys,
Born
have
in
you guys
Mexico.
met each other?
Yeah. Hi, Albert. I'm Scott.
Born in Mexicali.
So yeah.
But
and-
been
Oh,
living
that's
here all
why.
my life. Yeah.
good. I
That's
like it.
why.
No, in half Mexican.
Is that like
half
Tex-Mex?
English. Go ahead.
think so.
Tex-Mex. What's
Mexicali, Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
Is it a kind of food?
No.
No.
It is.
Tex-Mex
You know
is,
what that?
Texas.
You know what that reminds me of? Chevys. Do you guys remember when Chevys
Oh,
was here?
Chevys?
Oh, yeah, the
They're
bar.
not here no more.
What happened to him?
No, I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
you're right.
Yeah,
I've
they
never
went.
heard of
They
Chevys
used to
in a
make the
long
best
time.
nachos because they would take a nacho. Look at me, take your ad. And they would take a nacho and they would put like beans and they would put the meat and the cheese and you would eat one nacho.
Oh, I haven't heard of Chevys in a long time. Yeah, that's
I
right.
forgot they
So,
went away.
You said you're half Mexican, half.
My father's white.
Oh, okay.
My father's Irish. My
Oh.
mother's Mexican.
My,
So
it's
yeah.
like my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're safe.
Well,
You're safe.
Well,
in some sense.
No, not in the climate. You know what I mean? It's a weird time to
It
be
is.
Mexican. Somebody asked me
Is it
for
though?
directions, and I gave them to her, and she said, "Thank you for speaking English." And
Oh, are you serious?
Was it the same chick at the Starbucks?
no, and I'm like, I have a very friendly face, so people can say they're very approachable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they say crazy stuff to me. You know what I mean?
wow.
Always crazy stuff. So that leaves me like, what just happened?
Wow.
Or like, did that just happen?
Did that just happen?
Really? Wow.
Because you know.
So how long you been living in Arizona?
For about 15 years.
Oh, okay.
I love it here. I love it.
Yeah, I
Me
love
too.
Arizona.
Yeah, I'm a native.
What
I'm
made-
from here.
Yeah.
What made you move to Arizona?
I can't tell you the real reason because that involves the FBI.
Nice, nice. Good old Lawrence.
No, I wish that was true. I wish I had that. No. You know what? I had a hard time in my life. I was at a really low point in my life, and I was doing a lot of,
Mushrooms?
drugs. I was doing a lot of drugs. And here's the thing, and it wasn't even that bad. It was, I was doing them, and, gay people were very organized, and you call the dealer, and he's not coming to your house. So I'm like, you know what? Give me all what you got, and I'll just sell it myself, and I'll be on time. So I accidentally fell into being a drug dealer. It was a mistake, you know what I mean? And it was like, I got to get rid of all this stuff, and then I had to do sales, because, we love a sale. That's
Yeah.
my favorite brand. And then...
What's on sale?
And then it took me a long time to get out of that scene because because I'm really fun high. You know what I mean? So, but that's my past. I'm not like, I wasted a lot of years doing that. And I'm not talking bad about drugs. If you want to do them, but they're not for everybody. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to move away. I had to make a choice, you know what I mean, to save my life. Save my life. To move to Phoenix. And I was reborn here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Very
good, man.
cool.
Good. I'm glad you
And he
were
found
reborn here.
Jesus and everything. That's cool.
Not to be a little bit of a buzzkill, but I'm about to instant message the link to our live showing
Oh,
to
you're
you.
gonna instant
Okay,
message-
good.
I thought you were gonna
I
instant
can't
message-
tag you
How's
for
it-
I
whatever.
thought you
How's
were
that
gonna
a
instant message
buzzkill?
So-
I thought you were gonna instant message the drug
Yeah,
dealer.
like you're gonna get the drug dealer that used to.
No, you
That was an accident. That wasn't something I intend. It's not on my resume. It's not on my resume. That's something that, you know what I mean? Like in a pinch, I could do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a pinch.
just in case if you want to share it while you're here.
There's the economy's changing. That gig economy where you need side jobs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That's true. That's why Uber and Lyft is so
very
Yeah.
famous.
good.
We are a side job.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah, it's kind of what we are. Side hustling in a sense. Yeah.
All right. So the next subject, you said you had a topic for Gene
I
here.
did. Well, it's sort of. I mean, kind of touches on both avenues of your life in a sense. It was kind of. So Chris Rock recently at the 15th annual NAACP Awards, he kind of called out Jesse Smollett,
Sure.
basically saying that like I don't. What the hell was he thinking?
Sure.
And kind of was like.
Isn't that?
He was like not on his side.
It's a very interesting thing.
It's a crazy story.
If you look at it, there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, it's just
It's interesting to me because number one, not to be political or anything, but obviously what's happening in Washington is something that is talkable, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like the president may or may not have done something, right?
Yeah.
And we live in a world now where people are being exposed for doing things that are shady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like these kids, they go to college, their parents paid for them.
Yeah.
They've been doing that for years, but now it's exposed.
Yes.
They've been, the Me Too movement is men have just been
yeah.
abusing women forever, but now they've been exposed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so everybody's doing bad stuff.
What's the
being
reverse
exposed.
part of Me Too?
Masturbation?
Oh, okay.
Or would it be like thank you? The thank you movement?
Hashtag thank you movement.
Thank you for the job.
It's called marriage. It took me a long time to get out of that scene because because I'm really fun high. You know what I mean? So, but that's my past. I'm not like, I wasted a lot of years doing that. And I'm not talking bad about drugs. If you want to do them. But they're not for everybody. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to move away. I had to make a choice, you know what I mean, to save my life. Save my life. To move to Phoenix. And I was reborn here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Very
good, man.
cool.
Good. I'm glad you
And he
were
found
reborn
Jesus and everything. That's cool.
Not to be a little bit of a buzzkill, but I'm about to instant message the link to our live showing to you.
Okay, good.
I can't tag you for whatever.
I thought you were gonna instant message.
So
I thought you were gonna instant message the drug.
Yeah, like you're gonna get the drug dealer that used to.
no.
That was an accident. That wasn't something I intend. It's not on my resume. It's not on my resume. That's something that, you know what I mean? Like in a pinch, I can do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a pinch.
just in case if you want to share it while you're here.
There's the economy's changing. That gig economy where you need side jobs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why Uber and Lyft is so
very famous.
so
we,
good.
We are a side job.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah, it's kind of what we are. Side hustling in a sense. Yeah.
All right. So the next subject, you said you had a topic for Gene here.
I did. Well, it's sort of. I mean, kind of touches on both avenues of your life in a sense. It was kind of. So Chris Rock recently at the 15th annual NAACP Awards, he kind of called out Jesse Smollett, basically saying that like I don't, what the hell was he thinking? And kind of was like,
isn't that
he was like not on his side.
It's a very interesting thing.
It's a crazy story.
If you look at it, there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, it's just
it's interesting to me because number one, not to be political or anything, but obviously what's happening in Washington is something that is talkable, right? You know what I mean? Like the president may or may not have done something, right? Yeah. And we live in a world now where people are being exposed for doing things that are shady, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like these kids, they go to college, their parents paid for them. They've been doing that for years, but now it's exposed. Yeah. They've been, the Me Too moment is men have just been abusing women forever, but now they've been exposed, right? I mean, so everybo's doing bad stuff.
What's the reverse part of Me Too?
Masturbation?
Oh, okay.
Or would it be like thank you? Thank you movement?
Hashtag thank you movement?
Thank you for the job?
It's called marriage. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's an interesting time. So he just did what everybody else is doing. He's just doing exactly what... You know, there's that lady...
I don't know if we grab pussies all the time, though.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know...
Oh, you mean Trump?
That's because you live in Chandler. If you lived outside the world, you would. No, but I mean, like, think about this. Think about this. Think about that girl, the lady who had a company named Teros or something, where she had this fake blooding thing, where she had all these investors.
Oh, did you watch that on HBO?
Yeah, and all those investors gave all this money for her to have this way of being able to take your blood, extract your blood in a very limited way instead of doing tubes. Yeah. She had a way to do it in a smaller way. Right. She didn't have the machine, but she tricked all these people into doing it. Yep. She got on her board, Henry Kissinger, all these impressive men that kind of like protected her. You know what I mean? So is Jesse doing anything any different than what they did? No. But at the end of the day, it's still wrong. At the end of the day, he made police who should be doing real crimes. And there are, and as somebody who's gay, there's a lot of gay violence. It's really bad. It's really bad for our transphobic.
Well, not to cut you off, but you mentioned that like you've had instances where people came at you for things. That you probably said or whatever in your shows. Because you go at it like when we saw like everything to us was hilarious because we enjoy comedy. So nothing really. It's hard to really, rub us the wrong way, which sounds weird to say that.
I don't think Gene could rub us the wrong way.
Yeah, you can rub us the right way.
But a little bit of lotion.
Exactly. And a smile, and then we're good to go.
I mean, the smile is going to cost you an extra $50.
Oh, is it?
If you want me to like it.
Okay.
If you want me to like it, it's going to cost.
Then no smile, and I'll Robert Kraft it out the door.
I'll just treat you like your wife would treat you.
No smiles.
No smiles. Come on.
Sounds about right.
The other timer is going to go off.
That's how it's going to be. Come on, hurry up.
Yeah.
The kids are sleeping. Knock it off.
No, but as a gay person, though, I mean, like, okay, for example, gay violence is up. Gay violence is up huge. Where there was a man here in Phoenix a week ago that was gay bashed. You know what I mean? Really? The way that some are going to disagree with me, but Trump allows these people to feel okay with their hatred.
No, that's true.
And people are getting very vocal. If you're a trans person, you're killed or beat up a lot. So what he did is he manipulated that, and it was wrong for him to do that. But is he, and then he's stupid. You know what I mean? Like
to piggyback a little bit off of that, and it's not just with the trans and gay community and things like that. I think with Trump being in office, like he's making the demeanor of people more than what it is. Like he's giving the okay for these people to just be obnoxious. Be
Well,
he's
right.
He
changing-
amplifies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at where we're at. The real reason is I'm trying to put this guy out.
Sorry, it's okay. You know why? 'Cause
Your little hockey guy.
You know why?
is falling out.
Exactly. It's sports related. You don't know what to do there.
I don't understand why you guys are always fighting over the ball.
okay.
Share the ball. That's how we live. That's our way of living.
Sorry, Mr. Steve Nash.
Share it. You know what I mean? But no.
I got your hockey stick. You're good.
It's just a weird time. You know what I mean? Where he's allowing it. But look, here's what's really happening.
Okay.
It's rich people are getting richer. Poor people are getting poorer.
Yeah.
And the way that they
Yeah.
do that is they distract us and say white people and black people fight. You know what I mean? And so currently, every single person in this country
true.
is so stressed out, is so like trying to live where like their whole economic livelihood could go away in a minute. If they get cancer, healthcare is going to get ready to go away. If they get cancer, you can't even afford cancer anymore. You have to have people help you out.
Yeah.
So everybody is tense. You know what I mean?
There's
And
gotta be a
everybody's looking to hate
GoFundMe
somebody.
for the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Just to
And you
help.
look at people in Michigan, Ohio, and you look at them in the Midwest, and those people that are small towns, they think that if you're brown, you're a threat. If you're gay, you're a threat. And they're vocal. He's manipulating them to do that. And those people don't think that it is.
Do you think that it's bigger in the smaller towns than it is here?
Like Middle America. Do you think Middle America is more a Trump voice than
I do.
than the
I do.
outer
I do.
area?
And I don't think that all Trump people are racist. I think a huge majority of them are.
Yeah.
But I think some of them are just sick and tired of what's happening in Washington. It's exhausting, and they're looking for change. And, But I would say that a good majority of them are racist. I can't say that they're not. Like, just as me. You know what I mean?
Well, because you've lived it in.
I mean, I started my life as a migrant worker. I worked in the fields,
Albert knows.
and then I worked my way out of that. Now, you know how hard it is to work, and then on Friday you get your paycheck, and you go into a bank, and you're dirty, and people are looking down at you. It's horrible. You know what I mean? Where you would work in the fields, and people would throw rocks or soda cans at you, and you couldn't respond back. You know what I mean? It was a tough life. You know what I mean? And so to demean anyone who works is a sin.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a sin.
Agreed. Completely.
Anyone who wants to work, everybody should work. I believe you should be responsible, and you should go. That's why I have a hard time when I see homeless people. You know what I mean? And then I got to sit there and judge them. Are they really homeless? Do they really need?
Is this the lifestyle choice?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at their shoes. I'm looking at their rings.
You know, that's crazy because I do that a lot too. It's like I look and I go and I see somebody young, and it's like, look,
you should work.
You should be able to work.
I was homeless once. I was homeless, and I figured it out. I never in my life thought to ask anybody for help. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, I just need to get my shit together.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of people go out there, and like I said, and it sucks because I don't know their situation.
Right.
But at the same time, you look at them, and they're young, and I'm 43 years old, and I'm like, oh, dude, I mean,
just figured that out today.
It's really nice that you guys are getting to know each other. I feel
I know
that a beautiful relationship could work.
To give a little backstory.
Yes, I would love to hear the backstory.
With Albert,
anything in the back room is always the best.
Exactly.
Nice.
Albert likes to quantum leap from time to time.
Okay. Yeah,
so
he's all
his
over
age is sometimes hard to determine. So sometimes he's like 20.
I'm 43 today.
Yeah.
Are you a time traveler?
Yeah.
Are you a time traveler?
Yeah, that's
what is your best time traveling movie? Do you like one?
Oh, that's good.
I love time travel. Because mine is somewhere in time. Mostly because I'm a fag. But I love. Y'all seen it?
No.
It's weird. Okay, it's Christopher Reeve. Okay, he does Superman, right? And they're looking for a project to show that he can do other things because he's from the theater, right?
Yeah.
And so this is before he was, paralyzed.
Yeah.
Because remember when he was paralyzed?
Yeah.
And that whole thing.
He was not Superman
Oh,
anymore.
so his chair is not the time traveling device.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Thank you. So let those letters to the handicapped people come to them.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say that.
Please,
but
talk to us.
So he does this movie, right? And there's this great scene where he goes back. He falls in love with Jane Seymour, and he wants to go see her, and he falls in love with her. This picture. And he does everything he does to go back in time, and he does, right?
Okay.
And he sees her, and it's this moment, right? And he walks up to her, and she turns around. She's like, "Is it you?" Isn't that so beautiful? Like my whole life, I want to fall in love with somebody and then say, "Is that you?" It's somewhere in time. It's amazing.
Somewhere in time.
It's a great. It's a time
Yeah,
travel.
you've been there. Somewhere in time.
Yeah, you're always everywhere.
Yeah, it's a good.
Wow.
Sounds like a good
Check
movie.
that out.
Yeah, it's a good. It's for
So
women.
it was.
It's a Lifetime movie.
So was it before Superman?
So
or
we definitely need to watch it.
after Superman, before the chair.
Before the chair.
We have a habit of watching not
movies that people don't know about.
box office movies.
That's a real good. It's a cult classic. People
Okay,
can,
well, I'll
What's the
put
other
that
one?
on the list.
It is. The other one is Mommy Dearest. Now, straight
I've
people
seen that one.
like to watch this as
I've
a
seen
serious
that.
movie.
Mommy Dearest.
But gay people, it's a comedy. It is hilarious.
It's a comedy?
It is hilarious.
That shit is.
I've
It is
never-
I saw that movie
hilarious.
a
It is
long time
not.
ago.
It
I
is
was
a
like, oh
comedy.
my-
It
Have
is
you
a
seen it?
straight.
No, I've never seen it.
It is a
You ever
straight
seen
up
it?
comedy.
Yeah, I thought it was a horror movie, was it not?
No, it's a
Mommy
comedy.
Dearest.
That, from
It's
what I,
about a mom.
It's a
they used to
comedy.
beat
her
the
daughter.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh yeah, my wife loves that movie.
It's a good one. It's a for you
I
guys.
don't know
You
if
may
she
have to put
loves it. I
a
think
like
she
maybe
knows of it.
maybe you need to put a butt plug in you to enjoy it like me. But
Okay,
you know,
It's a
okay.
comedy?
yeah, it's a comedy. It's hilarious from beginning to end.
Is it because she's so outrageous?
She's over the. So here's what it is.
Did you
It's
just-
camp.
Did you realize that he just recommended a sex toy for us to use?
Yeah. No,
You see how I just
that's
snuck
not
it in?
yeah. Which is a good thing we need to do to try it.
Well, you know what? Life is short. Try everything. Try everything. But it's a great show. It's a great movie. You know what I mean? And it's a comedy.
I've seen it.
It's camp. And so it's camp, and camp humor is a dying brand. So it used to be when you were
Which
gay.
is like Airplane in a sense.
In a way, well, for like
What would be
gays.
camp?
So
What would be
gays,
campy?
we used to have to be secret about being gay. Gay's mainstream now. It's so boring. It's not enough to be gay anymore. But gay used to be where we would have to talk in code or in nuances.
Okay.
So that movie isn't made for you guys. It's made for us, right? You know, it's a gay movie. It's
There's so
for
much
us.
segregation here right
This
now.
is awesome.
I know.
I love
It's
it.
made for us, but we snuck it through and we just did it as a horror film or whatever drama is what you guys do. But that is a straight up
Fucking
comedy.
scary movie. It's a
Straight up.
scary documentary.
But camp humor is dying though. It's a dying because as gay is going more mainstream, like gay bars are having a hard time because if you're young and you're gay, you don't have to go to a gay bar. You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. So
Grinder or wherever.
yeah.
so
Funny, I was
camp
gonna say-
humor loses its nuance because they don't understand that. Young gays don't understand that humor because they don't understand. And there's a lot of things you got to reference. You got to know like old movie stars, and you know what I mean because it's all referenced back to the. You know,
It's an older movie, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching that movie when I was little. I was like, damn, that girl, that daughter is getting beat, and she's being treated like hell.
Well, we don't know what she did to her mother.
See,
No,
that's where the jokes are.
No, but it's a good week for me to teach you this because this is
Yeah,
Pride
good.
Week here in
It
Arizona.
is.
This
It
is
is.
Pride Week.
It is. They're
And this
gonna
is
have
kicks
See,
off
we-
my busy season. This
I
is
knew
the
that.
busiest time.
Oh, you did know that? Oh.
Yeah.
I listened to.
There's no coincidence that we had you on when this happened.
No,
Just to
it
give
was.
you a
That's
heads
why I
up.
wanted you on. Because I'm going to be at the
Wow, that's
parade.
pretty cool.
You are?
No.
I'm going to be in the parade.
Are you?
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be in
We're
the
going to go
parade.
sport you now.
Where's it gonna be
There
at?
we go.
So Pride is downtown Phoenix. It's the parade is on Sunday, and then I do a show with my friends and Ernesto. Ernesto Ortiz is someone I work a lot with, and we do Pride Saturday and Sunday at a tent called Erotic World, and that is it's a sealed tent because Pride is mainstream now. There's a lot of kids there, and so there's like a section cordon off. That's where the real OG gays go. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
That's where the real stuff happens. You know what I mean? Like that's the you know. What I mean?
Go on.
Go on. It's fun. It's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what's fun is though. Okay, for me, when I do a lot, I don't. It's hard when you're a gay comedian to do gay shows that are gay themed.
Yeah.
Because most of the people that come and see me are not gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
who.
Okay.
Who? That's not who comes towards.
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
That's not. That's.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is that something that you watch out for when you go do a stand-up comedy?
Do you mean do I go and see gay?
No. Do you go and then see? Okay, this isn't.
Oh, yeah. Do you fill out the audience?
Yes.
You know,
there you
like.
go.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
that's
really?
that's the hardest part about
I can
comedy.
imagine.
For you.
So when you first start out doing comedy, you think it's all about jokes, and you think it's about doing your set, and
Yeah.
then you realize. And I don't want to speak like I know what I'm doing because I still haven't figured it out. But along the way, you realize that your jokes are kind of like your backup plan. It's like your design, like your bone
Okay.
structure that you
Okay.
can go out there and like when you guys. I'm sure I did a lot of crowd work because I was
Yeah,
tired.
Yeah, Katie,
So and I. So
You
what
were
I do is
tired? That was
I-
a tired performance
yeah,
for
I,
you?
was, I work a daytime job. I probably work close to 15 to 20 hours of overtime a week, and then I
No
still
shit. Holy
maintain my show schedule. So I was tired that night.
Oh
so what I do is I go in the audience and then come back, and it gives you energy. You know what I mean? It gives
Okay,
you
all right.
focus and allows you. But as you go, you realize it's more about working and being present in the room, and that's hard because it means you got to trust yourself.
Yeah.
To be funny, and you don't know. You don't. Sometimes, like I'll fight with my boyfriend, and I have to go and do a show. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know? Or like
Feeling
my friend's mother died, and I talked to him 5 minutes before I go on the show, and
that
and then,
vibe.
Turn on the
You got to
turn on the funny.
because nobody cares. And here's what I always think: people get babysitters. They got drinks. Like you do a comedy show at a club, that's like $150 night.
Yeah.
Once you get the babysitter.
Yeah.
So they don't give a crap about how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
They just want an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just gotta entertain.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
So what got you into comedy?
I always wanted to do comedy. I just never had the confidence to do it. That's why I love Phoenix has so many awesome talent. There's so much talent here. You know what I mean? And there are these young comics that I see, and I just love that they have the confidence. And you know what I mean? Because I just did not. It took me a long time to do. I think I was in my 30s when I started.
Now, did you start comedy until you got here to Phoenix?
Well, let's just be truthful. I've always been doing comedy my whole life. I served in the United States Army. That was a comedy show.
Oh, that's right.
It was a 3-year comedy show. That was comedy at its highest. You know what I mean? But I just never had the confidence to do it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. And you bomb for a long time. I bombed. And I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Thank you, Jesus. I fell into a club where I worked at a club for almost 4 years, and I got to host every single show.
Oh, wow.
So I was doing 300 live shows a year for almost 4 years.
Wow.
So and then you work with headliners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tell you, don't do this, do
don't do
that.
that.
And they coach you. And that was like my school. And
Wow,
I really...
that's pretty good.
That is a blessing and a curse because when what I was able to do is host, right? And hosting is a different energy from when you feature. Because comedy is very structured. You're a host, you're an opener, you're a feature, and you're a headliner. Those are your categories, right? So like an opener is 5 to 7 minutes, right?
Okay.
What makes it difficult in Phoenix is there's so many stages here that new comics, they get too much stage time and they don't know how to edit that down to a 5-minute set. So it's hard to transfer them into a club because they don't get cooking until about 10 minutes in. And the club's only giving them 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and it's a hard thing because in their mind, they're funny. They're already comics.
Yeah.
And you're not. I mean, it's all about, it takes a long time to be funny. It breaks your heart.
Yeah.
And so I was lucky. I started in a club that trained me how to do this. And the curse is, like, I'm a really good host. I'm not bragging. I'm just a really good host. I know how to get the room. I come from a very dysfunctional family, so I like everyone to feel connected. And so I bring that energy. And so I do. But it's a different energy when you host than when you feature. It's a totally different. And sometimes I have to be very aware to switch that gear. Just like when you're in a room, like I do corporate shows where I can't say I'm gay, I can't swear, and I can't do any of that. And so you're working that material, but you can't go to the other side of your brain. So it's hard.
Tough is that?
So it's really
Yeah,
hard
I'm
to
just
shift
wondering-
gears. Like if it's not working, you have to switch your materials.
I'm just curious how that would go. Like
For me,
I'm just curious, like how, like
it's a blessing.
when we watched your show, like it was all over the map. Like you hit everything that was funny to us. I would imagine. Like, so how would you be censored in a sense? Like,
It's
that's
well,
tough.
you know what I mean? Like,
it is tough, but you just find different things and you just do it in a different way.
so do you have
in my mind when I do it, I think about. Like, okay, here's the thing. I do this clean show out of town, and there was like a little kid, there was a grandma, and there was a mom, and they were all laughing. But I had to
Who else came in the bar?
Thank you.
But
But I mean, it's to make a whole family laugh, but you got to be more animated for the kids. You got to be. You can't say things that are current because the old people won't get it. So it's a challenge. That's why when you do corporate clean comedy, you ask for more money because it's harder work. Because you guys saw me being myself.
That's why
I could do that all day. That's no art. That's
I'm
just
gonna
me
write
being.
that down real quick.
he's taking notes.
Have you guys done comedy yet? Do you want? Do you want to do it or what?
I'm
You're
toying
waiting
with the
to-
idea.
Okay, what's stopping you?
His dance
I'm
theater.
trying to figure out how to write a joke.
Okay.
His beard is stopping him.
As someone who hasn't figured that out, I don't know what to tell you.
You just got to be real.
No, but you know what?
I think what it comes down to is I just need to do it, and I haven't.
Yeah, that
gotten
is the
to
thing.
that point.
And there are people that I know that do comedy that love comedy so much that they always want to perfect their art before they go up, and that's not what comedy is. You're perfecting it as you're doing.
No, I love to stumble through things, so I don't think that's what's holding you back.
But there are definitely, I can help you with just the design of it. You know, it's a setup twist, and then there's callbacks. There's rules to comedy, and if you don't see, like a lot of new people, they don't know what you should get a book or go to a class or whatever. You know what I mean? Just so you know the rules, and then you know how to switch it. You know what I mean? You don't have to follow the rules, but you have to understand how they are. Because the way that the people that control comedy have certain expectations, you know what I mean, and they want you to do certain things, you know what I mean, and in the environment that you're in, it's really tough to start comedy now because the way that it should work is you can say whatever you want, but when it's coming out in a very raw way, I once did a joke where I got in trouble.
9/11
what do you
joke?
think it was? It was when Bruce Jenner was coming out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I did the joke in front of someone who wasn't trans but had a friend that was trans and got
you
so offended by it. And they're like, you can't say that. But it was a brand new joke. It was starting out and it was, let me think for a moment. Okay. I said, oh my God. What did I say? Bruce Jenner is going through the change. He's becoming a woman now. I'm so confused because I used to masturbate about him when I was a kid. Right?
Yeah,
now he's a woman.
Now he's gross.
Now he's a woman. So what am I? Am I straight now? Am I straight?
That's perfect.
So that was the joke, right? It's not a good joke.
But it was a
the
timing
beginning.
issue.
You know where your problem was?
And the lady got
timing.
so offended by that. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's just that you can't say that. And when a joke is coming out in the very raw, the very first time, it's going to be offensive. It's gross.
Now,
So-
when you said the lady got offended, was she
it a
like the
dude,
the lady from
she was a friend of a
managed the joke,
transgender.
or was she just like?
I'm wondering-
The
audience?
transgender person wasn't even there. You know what I mean?
Really?
So she was friends
You
with
need
a
to stop
trans.
telling jokes at GameStop. That's what you need to do.
Thank you.
Oh, it's ma'am. It's ma'am.
I should hire you. Or something.
Yeah. We can be your consultants.
Thank you. I don't have a lot of
Consultants?
common sense. That's why I have my boyfriend. My boyfriend always tells me, do you know how hard it is to think for two? You know what I mean? Because he's the smarter one. I'm not hating on me. I'm just saying
You know,
he's
my
the
wife
smarter
says
one.
the same thing to me.
She's the smarter one?
Yeah.
She's like, it's so hard to think for two.
You know what's funny is my boyfriend will try to write jokes with me. He's like, I need to help you write material. But he's very linear in his thinking. Very, you know what I mean? And he likes...
It's too literal.
When I write jokes with him, like, I'll try it. You know what I mean? And then... You know what I mean?
So it's bonding time? Is that
Well,
what you
I'm
mean?
trying to get laid that night. Whatever, babe.
Yeah,
Whatever, babe. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So we'll write jokes, but he only likes jokes that are put together. Like he doesn't like new stuff. Because I'm like, I think this is funny. This is where he gets bored with that. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Hey, I don't even think he thinks I'm funny. I don't, because he'll come to shows and he just looks around because he likes when I'm at home entertaining him or with my friends, there's that guy.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be that guy in front of people that are white, black, old, young, Jewish, Catholic. I'm trying to be more relatable.
Yeah.
Who do you two watch together? Like who do you like if you were to watch something stand up wise or whatever? Who do you guys watch together that's funny to both of you?
Well, this is going to be weird and a little sexist, but
nice,
I've
good.
never, ever paid to see a male comedian. I just don't think they're funny. Male comedians,
Really?
male
Wow.
straight comedians are all the same to me. They all talk about the same stuff.
Yeah.
There's no in my mind, and I always get in trouble. Like Bill Burr and Louis Black, there's no difference. You know what I mean? Like they're the same. Now there's some
Those
straight
seem
guys that
kinda
I really
same.
like Sebastian. What's his name?
Maniscalco.
I like him. Yeah, I like him.
Maniscalco.
But if I'm gonna go see a comedy show, it's
Yeah.
gonna be to a female. It's gonna be like
Really?
some more or Maria Bamford or you know what I mean. Like
any of
I
these two.
like
Really?
I want to check these out just to hear them.
not
because
Samora is the shit.
Yeah?
She is the reigning queen of comedy in my
Really?
mind. It used to be Joan Rivers until she died.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers is amazing. She's an amazing joke writer. She wrote jokes to the
Yeah,
day
she was good.
she
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's an amazing person.
It's funny. I brought her up the other day to somebody we were talking about plastic surgery, but that was weird that it's Joan Rivers brought up in 2 days. But that's because I mean, whoever
I met her
you know,
once.
did
I
you?
met her at a. So I go to a show and I meet her and I'm standing. She does the whole show and we go up front to go meet her. Right? I hear somebody. Is there ghosts?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
You know, we're haunted.
You got cuckooies in this motherfucker.
Cuckooies. That's
what we're
Mexican.
gonna call them?
It's a Mexican
I
joke.
didn't bring my resume. I didn't
Mexican
bring my
joke.
rosemary.
Goddamn.
Rosemary is not here.
The Mexican monsters are here.
Thank you. So, with Joan Rivers, so I see her, right? She does like almost 2 hours, right? And so they say, if you want to meet Joan Rivers and you're a season holder, come to meet her back here, and you can take no picture taking. We have somebody will take a picture and email it to you.
Yeah.
No talking to her, none of that, right? So we stay in line, and they're like, you're not a season holder, you have to get out, but you can go see her when her limousine pulls up. So
Okay.
we're like, okay. So we go back there and we're waiting, and let me pause for a moment and tell you what Joan Rivers is to me. When my mom had cancer and she was dying, and she was at the end. Right, she had stomach cancer and she was dying and she was at the end. It was hard. And the only thing that would give her peace is, we would, put Joan Rivers on, a CD or something, or her movies, and she would watch it and she would laugh, and it would allow us to go wash our hair, go get something to eat, and you know what I mean? Because when somebody's dying of cancer, you don't want to leave them. You know what I mean? And you're so helpless. And I was a kid, so for me, Joan Rivers was like a weird savior. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So now I'm standing there and I'm waiting, and my savior's gonna come out. You know what I mean? And I just think she's funny as hell. And so then she comes out and she's like, "Oh, I'll meet everybody. I'll talk to everybody." She took pictures with us. It was so surreal. I couldn't even believe it was happening to me. I couldn't even believe that I was meeting her. Yeah. Now, years later, the person that was her opener or her feature on that show is Tony Tripoli, who's from Arizona. Moved to LA. He does. He was the executive producer of Fashion Police, and so then he moved back home, and then we've done shows, and I really like him. He's a nice guy. I consider him a friend. I don't know if he considers me a friend, but he's you know what I mean. But I mean, he's really nice. I love him. He's really good, and so it's just amazing. He'll give us these backstories. Like, we did a show in Las Vegas, so we drove up together, and he was telling me these amazing stories about Joan Rivers. You know what I mean? And
to you, it was like...
To me, it's everything.
I see that.
So for me, who I like in comedy are strong females. I don't like females that get up and they're dirty and try to talk about things that they think a guy is going to like.
Lisa Nabinelli.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't like that. I like you to talk
or
about your truth.
Yeah.
Your
What's her
point.
face?
Lisa Lampanelli?
Yeah, no,
That's
you
what
said
that's
that.
what
like
I
that.
I don't get it. You know what I
you
mean?
don't get
And
it?
Kathy Griffin, she just talks
Yeah,
about...
Yeah.
She's you have it in her private meeting, and she'll turn it into a joke. I don't
She
like
seems
that.
like a shock value type of comedy, though. Like she just says things to say it.
I did like her
Griffin.
reality show, though.
Yeah,
My Life
yeah.
on the D-List. That was good. But her stand-up, I don't... I mean... Who cares if I like it or not? I'm no one, you know what I mean? But to me, it just isn't fun.
You're an all-star to us, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm going to make
agree. I agree.
Thank you on the Two Amigos podcast.
2.5. That's fine.
2.5.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Somebody's
you gotta
being a
get-
half right now.
Yeah,
Somebody-
but I remember I did drugs.
Yeah.
In my mind.
It's all right. It's that and your in the metal straw.
Yeah, thank you.
Santiago James said also Predestination is the best gay time travel movie. Predestination?
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
That's what he said.
Local trash shout out. Good job, James Santiago.
Thank you,
Santiago.
sir.
Another
Damn it,
podcast.
Time
I said
travel
his
is an interesting subject.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I
Oh,
love
no,
it.
he's an expert in it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, he's a quantum Albert, so
Give him a few
I did like
drinks.
time travel.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's true?
of course. I mean, he lives it.
Actually, I have a thing in my head about this.
Okay.
Hypothesis? A theory?
Yeah, you're
it could be a
good.
hypothesis.
Hypotenuse. Yeah.
I think that going backwards is achievable,
Going
but
forward.
going forward
is not.
something that we can do yet.
And
And I think it's actually already happening.
What? Going backwards?
Yeah.
Really? Is that because you saw that guy at the Mike Tyson fight and he had an iPhone before iPhones were invented? Did you ever see that
Oh
photo?
my God, that's hilarious!
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, there's a photo.
That's not why, but
I've
yeah.
never seen that.
That seems
I
proof
just
to
think
me.
logically it makes more sense to me that we can go back to
backwards
see what happened
but not
versus
what's
not going
to.
forward because it doesn't exist yet.
But if you break down how the speed of light travels,
Yeah.
But if you could do one, you could do the other.
True.
To me, that would be my argument.
Because you can do
One,
If
you
you
can
could do
the
one, you
other.
could do the other.
there's this great movie with.
But the future hasn't happened yet, so how do you get to the future?
Let me show you how. There's this guy.
You fold time.
Let me tell you how. There's this guy. What's the name of that actor? He says, "All right, all right, all right."
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like the fifth star or the fifth something, and he shows how you could go into time travel. It's time warp. Time warp.
You're not thinking of Interception, right?
Interstellar.
What's Interception? That's not even a word.
We're not doing sports.
Inception.
We're not doing sports today.
That's the mind. That's the mind. The brain that go to sleep.
We're not doing sports today.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, you guys like the sports?
Yeah, that's during the NFL season. Like the first 20 minutes of our episodes usually revolves around sports.
What sport is starting now? What?
Baseball just started.
Baseball. You like the baseball?
No, we don't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's why you're here.
Okay.
Can you talk about some baseball?
I don't know. I'll tell you this. My dad wanted me to be to play the baseball, and I wasn't good because I can't
play the baseball. Hold on, that right there means you shouldn't play.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to play the baseball.
I would almost watch him more if he kept continuing to say that.
Oh, like this. I'm gonna to play the baseball.
But he would practice with me, and I was afraid of the ball. You know what I mean? So then he'd be like, "All right, you're gonna turn into a faggot," and then so I'm like, "Okay, whatever," And then he would take the ball and he would
jokes on you,
he would
Dad.
throw it at me. He would throw it at me and say, "See, it doesn't hurt, but it did hurt."
Didn't you?
It did hurt. So I was terrified of the ball. And then I remember the big day of the big first show, the big game or whatever you call it, right? And so we go, and I pressed my little outfit. You know what do you call it? The uniform?
Yeah. You ironed it?
Ironed it. It was nice.
What
I was on point. And my dad was the only. My dad was yelling because they put me way out in the back. Because you can't play, they put you in the back.
Yeah. How many flowers? How many flowers did you have in your hair?
Please, I wish. And then he threw it, and then I would never catch the ball, and he would be yelling, "Get that ball!" And then other people would be like, "Calm down, sir. Calm down. Get him off the field." That's how he was yelling.
He was yelling to get you off the field.
He sucks. Oh my God. You know what I mean? When your dad does that?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Now, years later, talk about time travel. Years later, I'm in the United States Army basic training.
Oh.
And I have to throw a grenade over a wall to pass the basic training. They give you a live grenade. You come up against the wall, and you have to throw it over, right?
Do you pull the pin out or no?
Yes, it's
Oh,
live.
Jesus Christ.
No way,
girl,
really?
they ain't fucking around, girl. This shit is real.
Really?
So you have a drill sergeant
So
there.
you got to pull the pin and then chuck it.
And then chuck it. And I'm like, don't, because I know I can't throw.
What if you have a
I
bad
throw like
throw?
a girl, so you know what I mean?
It's gonna hit the wall.
So I couldn't throw it over, and the sergeant, his eyes were so big, and like he grabbed it. He's like, pick it, do it again, and I did it again, fell. He's like, get out of the way, and they threw it, and they had to cover me because they threw it. You know, it went over.
Yeah.
It goes over the wall, and they give you. I'm sure they're not like
it's not like
full strength.
Normally timed.
But you know what I mean?
What is this, Tylenol? Like, how are grenades?
How are that normally timed? I don't know.
Here's a test grenade.
This is something else that's terrifying.
Jesus.
They make you do these war games, right? And so, like, they took us out at night.
Like the movie?
No, they
Matthew
just want to make sure
Broderick
that
was there?
you can survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was a clerk, so I wasn't really paying attention to that. But like, they made you go down this field, and they take you out. And I was in New Jersey, right? And so there's like, they take you out in the country.
Was this the Marine? What
New
branch?
Jersey has a country?
Army.
Yeah. So I'm there, and then there's like trees, and there's like this big field, and it's probably like maybe like the size of a football field that's just clear, right? And on the sides, there's lots of trees.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, the goal is to get to the other end, right? And so then they got you in the makeup, the army makeup, the camouflage stuff. It's makeup all day, but whatever, you know what I mean? So, and then you got the sticks in your hair, and you got your gun, and you're shooting, and you're fighting, and the drill sergeants are trying to kill you. There's little pings on you, so when they shoot you, it goes ping. Like that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody wanted to be. Maurice and I were the two gay guys. Nobody wanted to do anything with us, right? And so
They
we
probably want to do one thing. But yeah.
Thank you. That did
Yes.
happen to me.
I
when
know,
I was in
I know,
Army.
I
But
know,
anyways,
I know.
We're walking, and we're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" So we lock arms, and we just walk down the middle. And we get down there, and the drill sergeants are smoking cigarettes. And
Yeah.
like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, you said to get here. And he's like, no one in 15 years has ever just had the nerve just to walk straight down the line. Like it was supposed to last for 6 hours. We did it in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm not mad at you.
That was smart.
It was
He's
smart.
smart.
You know
Work
what I mean?
smarter, not
So,
harder.
Yeah.
So I can't throw. And it was hard to be in the Army. That's a comedy.
That's hilarious to me.
My friend Maurice, he also when you shoot the machine gun right before you shoot it, they give you a video where you watch, and there's this guy who didn't clean it, and it blows up in his face. I'm terrified of it. It was gonna blow up in my face. So when I shoot,
No, you're good. Oh my god.
when I shoot that,
you're all
when I
over the
shoot
map
it,
here.
I'm putting it close
You're
to
just
my
screwing
face.
up all the. You're screwing up all the sports
He's
here.
destroying the set. Watch out, guys.
I told you when you're
Sorry,
gay,
Miss-
you got a lot of helium in your hands.
Sorry, Mr. Nash.
Starts flying.
You're fiddle farting.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
What?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I love how you guys take individual breaks during
We
the
do,
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
if you
more
need to
welcome
go,
to,
yeah,
too.
if you need to, you can get up and go.
I
go.
would never. No.
We just, we
'Cause
know
you're a
we
professional.
run long sometimes, so we're just like, all right, well,
Okay.
we gotta go. We gotta go.
You gotta go. You
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, all right. What else do you guys want to talk about? Did I
Oh,
take you
shit.
off track? Did I take you off
No,
track?
no, that was perfect because
no,
literally
no.
we
Am
had
I talking
we
too
had
much?
we had nothing planned. Just to
Now, how long have you been doing this podcast for?
since Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's about 6 months.
Yeah, about 6
About 6
months. Yeah, I want to
So
say
it's fairly new, but I mean
we're growing pretty
we're
quick.
growing pretty quick. Like we had a guest earlier. Like we've in a sense done 2 shows today.
Yeah.
Like we had somebody who was
Okay.
a local comic from the DC area that moved over here. Who's
What's
also
his name? Do I know? him?
I don't think he's fairly new to the
Okay.
Phoenix
No,
scene.
but what's his name?
It's Country.
He's called Country.
Okay.
Name's Country,
I
and
think I've heard that.
and he
name.
also
Yeah.
he's doing ice cream too. He's an ice cream
Guy.
connoisseur.
Okay.
I guess you can say.
Yeah.
He has a whole bunch of flavors, and he's basically he's getting big into the ice cream game, which
And
Okay.
yeah.
which
Okay.
is pretty
Well, if you
crazy.
live in Arizona, ice cream would
Is
do
good.
well.
Like, he's gonna sell crazy here coming up here.
You
and-
wouldn't want to sell ice cream in Alaska.
oh yeah, that would be a bad move.
That would be bad.
You don't want to sell ice cream to the Eskimos.
No.
Yeah, no.
We're like, we already have that.
Yeah, we're good.
round.
But he's he seemed like a good dude, and we're gonna help promote his ice cream products. And he's got
Okay.
51 flavors and
Okay.
More than 31.
more than
I guess.
31.
Yeah.
He's out doing the Baskin Robert thing, and he's coming up with a CBD line eventually,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
which means like I mean that's kind of big
yeah, that's
deal
big.
with that. I mean
Yeah.
that's a different avenue of helping
So is-
illnesses.
Yeah. So,
So-
is all your family still in Michigan?
Yeah, it's weird because my family is not on board with the gay.
Really?
Still?
No.
Really?
How long has
But
it
they're
been?
from Michigan. They're from Michigan.
How
And they're
long?
still
How
there?
long since you've
It's been a while. I mean,
Been a
when
while? Before you left?
So
Or?
here's what happened. I get out of the army and my family finds out that I'm gay, and then it was like, you gotta leave. It was a big deal.
No
it was
way.
A big deal. It was a
Sorry to
really
hear
big
that.
deal. No, it's okay. You know what? It makes you stronger. Here's
Yeah.
what because I was a very shy person.
Okay.
Very shy.
No
Which
way.
is
Well,
crazy that you're doing
but
comedy.
in my
right?
truest sense, I'm shy. I'd rather be home alone.
And,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it forced me to kind of go out
Out
into the
there.
world
Yeah.
and make my own way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm not angry at them. They're good people. They just
Okay.
don't like gay
Do
people.
you not?
They just don't like. And I get it. I don't like all gay people either. I get it. There's a gay guy in my apartment condo. He's such a
Why?
bitch.
Oh, is he too gay or
He's
like?
super gay, super in shape, and
Oh,
but he's balding, right? And so, like just today, I mean yesterday, I'm like, I go out there and I'm like, hi, and he turns around in a whiff and walks away. You know what I mean? Like, ugh.
Like
he's-
he had hair.
yeah, like he still had it.
I know, and I'm like, bitch. I get my
Is-
hair cut
is-
every Saturday.
I'm
bitch.
curious. I'm
You
curious.
bald bitch.
Is your whole apartment like the whole building in a sense?
So-
could be
How long
gay?
You live in
I'm
that-
just
that-
curious.
you
He lives
live
in the
like
gay
a-
district.
No, I know, but I'm just curious. Like,
Yeah,
like
so-
there could be some.
No, here's how it works.
Non-gay.
So I
So
live in
here's
the
how
gay
it-
part of town.
Yeah.
Originally, when I moved there, it was in this condo complex. It was the majority of it was gay,
Yeah.
mostly gay.
Okay.
Then what happens is gays move into a bad neighborhood. They fix up the homes, and then the straight people, you guys
Yeah.
come in and mess up everything. And then you kick us out, drive up the home values, and we move on. And then have the nerve to come and say and question, why are all the gay people doing cocaine and dancing at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because that's what we do, bitch. Don't move to our neighborhood and try. This is like moving to Fountain Hills and saying, why are all the fountains here? Leave us alone.
Why is everybody old
So let me
here?
ask you this: is there straight people already moving into the community?
Yeah, they're moving
Oh,
in.
really?
And then they're like, you guys,
Jerks.
yeah, and they're like, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's fight back. Let's get him out of there.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
on board with you
Yeah.
guys.
Me too.
I mean, we just try to find a little slice of heaven.
Yeah.
Come on. You know
Come
what I mean?
on.
I
You
just
guys
want
want
a
your
place.
little piece.
There's room
I
for
would-
everybody, man.
Well, I wish it's 2019. seen. I've been to the Army. I've done
Fucking
a lot of cool
A.
things. I can't hold my boyfriend's hand and walk down the street.
Why?
Because
I can't believe
We're
that.
not there yet,
That's
man.
it.
number
You don't think
one,
so?
No, it's too provocative. And
Yeah,
it's
still,
too
it's-
provocative.
it's still is.
Okay, hold on.
And
Do
then people are. It's like if you go out and you want to just spend a nice Sunday.
Yeah.
And I want to love
People
somebody.
are still gonna.
They're gonna cause trouble. And
Yeah.
it ruins your whole day.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I-
Do you think they hate because it's here, or do you think it?
They're
it could
hypocrites.
be anywhere.
My
Just in
friend
general.
Tony has put it right, and he's like, if your children see you and your mom and dad kiss from when they're young kids, why would it matter that two men or two women are holding hands?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
that's
Like
true.
they're conditioned to it. Love is love. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
love is
Like,
love.
but
Good
you know,
point, good
you know,
point.
and then my boyfriend, he's from the Midwest, and we wrestle with.
Oh,
this.
he is.
So we're very like
Sexually.
polite. We're polite gays. You know what I mean? We're
Okay.
not putting it in your
Yes. Well, you said you wrestle with it. And I said sexually.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. We could.
Sorry. Yeah.
But that's an
I
extra
missed that,
100.
too.
That's
Let me
cost
ask you
extra.
this. So I know you said your family didn't accept it. Is it still like, you still talk to them and everything, right?
Here's the great news about this, and I hope I don't cry. Here's the great news. All
Tissues.
of my,
We don't
I
have tissues.
never talk crap about my uncles and my aunts. It was hell they put me through. I would
Really?
never tell any of my cousins what they did to me. It was hell.
Really?
Even when I got on my feet, my one aunt called my job and got me fired. It was hell. It was hell.
Holy
It took me a
shit.
long time to get my stuff together. I'm not hating on them. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I don't, it is what it is. But my no, it's cool. But my cousins, they on Facebook started reaching out to me, like
Really?
saying like, they want to have a relationship. They want to be friends with me. They
Yeah,
want to,
okay.
and they want to like, start
Well, that's
over.
a-
And
that's a
that
good
is
thing.
amazing.
That's a
You know
good
what I
thing.
mean? And
That's
they
cool.
say things like "come home," and I want to go home. I just don't trust. When you're Mexican,
Yeah.
you're raised to be very respectful
I
and
know,
not.
I know.
So my brother,
He's a quarter.
Yeah, quarter.
He's a quarter.
my brother, my
Somewhat
younger brother
agree
is
with
gay.
what you guys.
Okay.
My younger brother is gay.
And is your family okay with
Yes,
that? Okay.
he actually lives with my parents.
Okay.
He's very like protective with my parents. They're getting old, so. But my parents from the beginning, it was like, hey, it's your life. We love you no matter what.
Yeah.
So
It's
they-
a Mexican thing for me.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
they were just not cool with
Yeah,
it.
and don't get me wrong. I'm at the beginning, it was a shock.
Sure.
But
Because you go to the sexual.
yes,
Because that's what my
That's
family
right,
did.
yeah.
They went right to the sexual part
Yeah.
of it, and I'm like,
Bunch of deviants.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you
And-
thinking
and-
about?
and from him, he's known that he's been gay since he was a little boy.
Yeah, I
Since he
knew
was
at
a
5.
li-
I
he's
knew
been-
at 5.
Yeah, so
My
he
best
was-
friend,
Really?
the
my
beginning.
best friend, we were dating. He thought we were friends, but we was dating.
He didn't know it.
Yeah. We built a fort. That was our dream house. That was our dream home.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I always knew. I knew
Yeah.
at a young age.
Yeah.
I knew.
Who
My-
had the
my
feng
brother
shui though?
tells-
But you know
Who
what?
had the feng shui?
Yeah, you know.
He did.
He did. I'm a bad gay. I'm a bad gay. I can't decorate
my brother
shit.
tells me the same thing. He's like, I've known since I was a little
Yeah.
kid that I was gay.
And you know what? It's weird when you're a young kid and you realize the world is in reverse.
Yeah.
that's a hard
That's
thing
a
to
hard
get
thing to-
because the whole world is set up for the institution of heterosexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning, you get married, you get kids, you put them in college,
Yeah,
you live
yeah,
your
yeah.
life, they
Yep.
take care
True.
of you, and the
It's true.
whole system is set up for that.
Yeah.
And then you
Wait,
realize,
you're supposed to take care of your parents?
well,
Eventually,
Yeah.
that's the Mexican thing.
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's okay.
It is.
All right. Good thing I'm not Mexican.
well, yeah. And
Yeah.
so you look at it,
I'll
and then you're
probably
like,
have to do that.
Yeah.
so you learn to change your pronouns.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
when you're with your boyfriend, you say her.
Yeah.
You lie, and you become a good liar, and you
Yeah.
become, and then you start to hate yourself because you're living a lie, and you're not yourself.
Yeah.
And then you find out you can be gay, and oh my god, all bets are off.
No, we
Yeah.
have a running joke. We're non-binary on this show.
Yeah.
Binary.
Oh.
Can you remind me what that is?
I don't
again?
even know what that is. We
We're
are
not
that?
a computer.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not. It's not Skynet yet.
So he
A lot of X and O's. Okay. I'm loving it. I'm loving you.
So he was, and for a long time, he was. I mean, he knew he was since he was little, but he went to California, lived in San Francisco for a
Okay.
while and everything, and then he finally said it. And when he said it to me, I was like, "Yo, it's your life. You live
Yeah.
your life."
Let me tell you what you did for him. when you say to somebody that's young and they're gay and you affirm them, then what you are preventing them from doing is like the things that I did, where you go down a path where you're having promiscuous sex because you're looking to be loved.
Yeah.
You're gonna do drugs to medicate. You're gonna have a good self-esteem.
Don't get me wrong. He was already older, and I wish he would have told me when he was younger, because even when I was younger, I still didn't see it.
And you could have used the fashion tips.
Yeah.
He used to work for Coach, and he used to help us out all the time. Oh yeah, he was a hookup. He was a homie, that's for sure.
I wish he would have told me.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because no matter what,
we just met you. We weren't comfortable with you yet.
But see, here's what's hard. When you're Mexican, that is our culture to be connected. It is like your family is everything. When they're like, you got to go, that was.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. I can't.
I mean, and again, I don't hold it against them. I'm not hateful for them at all. It doesn't define me. Yeah. That is an important thing because, like, my father, he drank a lot. He's no longer with us. He died before any of this happened. So did my mother. They both died. But my father found his mother. She killed herself, and he found her as a kid. And it defined who he was as a person. He was always in pain, and he drank a lot, and it was a hard thing for him. And I always saw that, and I'm like, I'm never going to let something that happens bad to me that I had no control about to define who I am, because it's not fair.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Do you not have gay people in your family? Or
I do.
Kill them all?
My middle brother.
Okay, and you're good with it, or?
I'm struggling with it.
Yeah.
No, he's cool.
That's funny.
Yeah. No,
I'm like right here in my
good.
face.
No, he's good. He's good. Okay, he's good.
Hey Scott, you're not the only one. My brother's gay too.
Is he?
No.
Oh.
But I mean,
see?
Yeah, he is kind of.
No. Don't you hate it when people are gay and they're acting like they're not? I'm like, bitch, come on.
That's one thing that my brother is like. It's weird because my brother, I don't know what it is. I guess the gay radar thing really exists.
Yeah, because I knew early on. I knew
because my brother.
I had a feeling it was, and I kind of had that. I had a guilt a little bit on myself because I used to kind of. I don't know if I called him that.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Like you.
Well, I mean, we
you know
all
the,
say
the way,
faggot as kids.
No, I didn't say that. I said
but
like
we
you're
all
being
say
gay.
But I did that too. I mean,
you know what I mean?
The one thing that he remembers is when we were going, we were seeing some girls, and like, oh, look at those girls, and to him it was like,
those shoes are hot.
Yeah, those shoes are good.
The shoes are on point.
Those pants have to change.
Those shoes are on point. It's hard.
That's kind of
hard. It's hard when you're a young person,
but when he
trying to find yourself and learning a lot.
Yeah,
which is why today
is
better. In a sense, right?
Yeah.
Like things are getting better.
Yeah, it is
are
a lot
they?
better.
Are they?
But you know,
no, they are. They are. Like,
gay is so mainstream.
You can come out more freely now. Yeah. I mean, it's all over the place.
Have you been to San Francisco?
Yeah, there are professional gays there.
They are professional gays
there. They're
like
not
everywhere?
messing around. They're not messing around.
I've never been. I like
Where's it? Give us a travel tip for San Francisco.
Well, where do you want to go? Because I'm fat. I'm going to go to the Geraldine. What is that? Ghirardelli chocolate. That's where I'm going.
Is that like a plant?
Eat all the chocolate.
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Like a plant. Like I'm thinking like when you say that, I'm thinking of like a
chocolate factory.
That's what I'm thinking. Like you walk through. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like you walk through and get samples and shit.
I'm a fat gay. You know what I mean? I'm fat. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not working out anymore. It is what it is. I did all that. I used to work out all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's funny? I used to work for a big bank. They trained me to go, or not train. They paid me to go train in New York. Well, I went with someone that was gay, and I didn't know anybody else but him. Yeah. Going there. We came both from Phoenix out to New York.
He take you to all the gay bars?
He did.
Did he take you to underwear night? So bubbles, where they wear bubbles.
So we didn't.
They pour bubbles in the bar.
That sounds fun.
He tried to relate to me, and he brought me to a gay sports bar.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that existed,
Yeah,
and I was like, I was infatuated with the place because I'm like,
was it fun?
Yeah.
Well, gay men are very organized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's either one or the other. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, you guys, I feel sorry for you guys because to get laid is so hard. It is so wrong. That's why you guys are so cranky. But like for a gay man,
love it.
A gay man, we know what bar to go to. Like if you want to be a bottom, you go here. If you want to go top somebody, you'll go here. If you want to bear, you go to Pat's bunkhouse. You know? If you want to feel bad about yourself, you go to BS West in Scottsdale, where everyone is perfect and beautiful and young, and you leave hating yourself. That's where you go. You know what I mean?
I think that's all Scottsdale in general. That has nothing
Yeah,
to do
that's
with
even when we go there.
Yeah, as a normal.
Not
I'm
gonna
not
happen.
talking shit about BS West. I'm just insecure that I can't go there anymore. Just
You gotta go
insecure.
back to the gym for 6 months, and then you can go back.
Well, I don't have any desire to go to the
There you
gym.
go.
It's
There you
over.
go. So there you go.
It is what it is.
This is where we relate.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm working on being a bear, and you guys are already there.
No, these guys.
Well,
are.
We are. Albert's
It's
pretty
cute. You don't think
fit.
you're a bear yet. Okay. Okay.
He's got to grow. Isn't okay? So
Yes,
isn't
listen.
a bear more of like facial hair in a sense, or am I wrong?
No, it's you know I don't
It's
want to speak for them. They'll come
Yeah,
after
yeah.
me.
I'm just curious. That was a thing.
And
I
not
thought
that
you
I'm
should
afraid of any bears. I'll
Yeah.
throw a hot dog or a cupcake, and they'll be distracted. Go fuck yourself. But I don't need the heat. You know what I mean?
Right.
They come to me. You know what I mean? But
be. Someone snorting. That's
yeah,
awesome.
but that's how they, so gays are very cliquey, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of clickiness in gays. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like when you're a bear, there's like you could be a polar bear, like an older gay man. You could have an otter, a young one. So it's all
We gotta start naming chicks.
yeah.
Wow.
Everything.
we kinda
Oh, that's a
do it.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Everything is
That's a
color
dolphin.
coded.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
like,
whale.
You know what I mean?
Color-coded,
Because
okay.
when you need to get laid minutes count, you don't have time to be thinking, where do I
See,
go? Where
that's
do I
where
go to?
that's where being gay would be better.
Oh my God, yes. You
That's
can put
where
it
it
on.
would be better.
Girls, listen to me.
Stop
it's
it! You're
pride.
selling us. We're gonna go with
Because
you. To,
it's Pride Week.
We're gonna
here.
follow you home.
Because it's Pride Week. We're all girls. So, girl. No, like,
Or
my
to your
boyfriend will
district.
make a to-do list, and I'll see it like, do laundry, work out, have sex with Gene, clean the refrigerator. And I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I'm on the list. That's okay. But that's how it is. It's very
I made it.
efficient.
I made it on the list,
I'm on
guys.
the list for the
That's
night.
how it is. But you know what I mean? You
The
can
night's
do,
agenda.
you can do that.
Yeah,
You can even go to a bathhouse if you just want to have promiscuous sex.
My
You
brother
know what I
was-
mean?
my
You can do
brother
that.
would do
Yeah,
that in
it's
San
all
Francisco.
set up so easily. The fact that you straight people haven't figured it out is sad.
Well, they're trying with Tinder,
I
right?
cannot believe
Tinder.
the things.
Tinder.
That's sad.
That's their thing, right? That's the straight thing. I mean, I haven't done that in my
you
life. Like,
You need
Yeah,
gay
you
people
clearly
to
don't
help.
know what Tinder is. Like,
It's
it's
sad. It's sad. It's sad that
I've never been
you
on
have
it,
to
so I don't know.
You like have a talk show to have sex. You know what I mean? Like it should just be what you want.
That's
you know what I
it.
mean? Well, I shouldn't say that. Michael Jackson proved that you can't just ask for what you want. You know what I mean? It's a sin.
yeah, no,
oh,
that's true.
Oh, did that
Buy
go
them
too
things.
far?
No.
Okay.
No.
Isn't
We
that
had
something? Isn't
we
that
had a
something that's
we
story
had
about?
we had a whole episode on it
On
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
on the Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah, we
It's
did.
very sad. The whole thing
It
is
is.
very sad.
yeah.
The fact that the mom and dads, they knew that.
They did.
They should go. Am I taking your spot?
No, you're good.
Okay.
No,
Let's
you
get
need to
over
get closer.
They close.
Because you're getting
sad
you're
that
getting me riled
they
up.
let anyone who would have sex with a child is wrong.
Is wrong.
That's
But-
sad.
But
That's
here's
sad.
the thing. My standpoint on it is, I think they're full of shit.
You do. You don't believe it?
I don't believe anything.
With documentary.
With the documentary, like I can't. They're just too disingenuous. Like if it happened, that is awful and horrible. But they don't. They don't convince me that it
Yeah,
happened.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But I like Michael Jackson, so I'm like, I don't want to believe it's true.
And my argument is, first off, why would you come out? I mean, I know there's motives, like financial motives,
Right.
to come out and say that stuff. But Michael Jackson put himself in those positions to where he was in bed with kids or hanging out with kids.
Yeah.
And he put himself in a bad situation to
He
where
did. He did.
it's going to shine a light
Even-
on that to where it could be possible.
But there's a lot of
Yeah.
components to that. Like,
Yeah.
As a parent, though, like I can't.
Yeah, I can't imagine
I can't
that
see
as a
being
parent.
that naive. Like it
No
doesn't
matter-
exist.
Agreed.
no matter how much money you're putting,
I know. My
Give-
mother
give-
would
give me-
never.
there's no way.
I could
Yeah.
never
No.
allow that. Or
Hell no.
like the one lady said, she would go to the door and it would be locked, and she would go away. My mom would be like, "I'm getting in this room."
Yeah.
you know what would be the real story is how many kids did he talk to or how many parents he approached to do that same thing
I said no.
that came out and said no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If that came out, that would back their story. Like,
but you
he
can
came to us to
you
dance.
can't think
and-
about it. You can think about Michael Jackson in today's context. He loses what it was. Michael Jackson was the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if Michael Jackson wanted to sleep with you, I mean, do I get that red coat? Do I get that red coat? Can I be in your next video?
Somebody got
Can
a
I-
house.
can I
somebody
wear the-
got
can I wear
millions
the
of
glove
dollars.
during-
Yeah.
Can I be in Thriller? Can I do it? Can I do it? You know what I mean? I'll do anything but drink Pepsi. I hate Pepsi. It tastes like dust, but I'll do anything else. What do you want me to do? You know what I mean? He
I've
was
never
Michael
tried
Jackson.
Just, so I don't. We're gonna have to
You don't even
do like a
Pepsi?
taste.
You like
testing
Pepsi?
thing. No. I
Oh,
mean,
it's so gross.
I don't really drink that much soda.
Yeah.
But when I do, I kind of go overboard.
And
But
you go Pepsi?
Diet Dr Pepper is my.
That's
Yeah,
my go-to.
I like it.
That's
I like
my
it,
go-to.
Dr Pepper too. They put plums in there, right, to
They
make you
do.
poop.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm
Do
so
you
regular.
poop a lot after you drink a Dr Pepper?
I go regular, I
No.
guess.
I think so.
I don't know.
You know,
That's a
what,
good-
I don't know. I shouldn't speak
But
about
these,
what I
these
don't
are
know.
good.
Dr.
These are-
Gene, tell us
Dr.
more
Gene,
about
tell
our
us-
hygiene.
I don't know. All I know is LaCroix with my Eric Subcheck. You gotta have Eric Subcheck. You gotta have. He's funny.
No, we're gonna have him on.
He's really funny. He's a.
I like the straws.
To me, he's so. I don't know. I just love watching him. Every time I see him, I get so happy.
Really?
He just gives me so
Really?
much joy. You know what I mean? Because he's always working out new stuff, and he tries so hard. He cares. You know what I mean? It's hard when you do comedy because
I don't know what it's like to care.
Oh, you don't have any feeling. You're gonna do right good for
See?
comedy.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you have no feelings,
No
you're gonna
feelings.
fit right
Oh
in.
man, that's me as well.
I have
The
a
trick
logo.
to
It's
doing
like
when you
my
start
logo.
out in comedy, the
Yeah.
trick is stay off social media. Nobody gives
Oh,
a
really?
shit what your world views are. You just got to.
But I
kind
kind of have to like be on social media for the podcast. So
for
how-
that. Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
saying
Maybe
like,
personally, don't do it then.
yeah, a lot of
Okay.
people like they get upset. They'll go to a show and they don't like how it's run, and they'll say I don't like this, and then they get banned from shows and they start fights because comedy is very cliquey. It's
Yeah,
very
okay.
cliquey. You can't piss off somebody because you don't know who's connected. And that's what new comics do. They make mistakes. They start
And they start
talking shit
about
because they
it.
think I'm a comic. Well, you've done 2 shows.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah.
I myself struggle telling people I'm a comic. You know what I mean? Because I don't have TV credits. You know what I mean? I'm still working it out. But you do comedy 2 times, you're a comic. You DJ one time, you're a DJ. You take a photo at a wedding one time. Oh, I'm a wedding photographer. Everybody's instant now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you're right,
let's bring it down a little bit and just be a little bit humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that's where we are. I mean, we're like
What?
going at it.
What are we at?
We're not. I mean, I don't.
We're not podcasters.
Yeah, we're just.
Well, I mean, you should be proud of what you're doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
I
just
mean,
when you first start out,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
just figure out your craft.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
What
Go
you
under the
doing?
radar.
Figure out your craft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
it is a craft. This
Yes,
is an
a
art.
craft.
It is.
Podcasting is an art.
It is.
You know what I mean? Because I love podcasts.
Do you? How many
Oh.
podcasts have you been
We'll
on?
just put a little tree behind him.
Yeah, I have a
No,
podcast.
with a-
You
Yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah.
What?
Well, when are we gonna
So
get on there?
originally,
Do we have to wear dresses?
well, I'm in hiatus on it because
Oh.
so originally I did a podcast called Under the Influence with my friend Ernesto. We did it in our
Okay.
house, starting out like you guys did.
Yeah.
Then we moved into a studio.
Okay.
Very
And
nice.
we got a lot of hits. And it
Yeah.
was a studio. You go in there, they film it, they edit it, they put you up there, and then it's like they move you out into the world, and you get all
Yeah.
these listeners that you don't know, and you start to get scared. You know what I mean?
So
And
what
Yeah.
happened? What did you? What,
that one ended, and that one was more like we were trying to do a radio show.
Okay.
Like we would
Okay.
we would write original material.
yeah,
We did
yeah.
that
Yeah.
for like 3 or 4 years, and then we took a break. And then me and my friend Ernesto, we did carpooling with Ernesto and Gene, where we would
Nice.
carpool and we would do fun stuff. Like we made
film it.
we made what we did is we had a real apple pie. And
Yeah.
then we act like the camera's on him, and then he's got a little table there, and he's cutting up apples while I'm driving. We're talking. He's cutting up apples, making an apple pie,
Nice.
and then we move the camera away, and then we pull out the apple pie like it
Oh,
was
yeah,
cooking in the
really?
glove box.
Nice.
We did fun
That's
stuff like
pretty
that.
cool.
We dressed
Okay.
up like ketchup and mustard. And we did fun stuff. When Aretha Franklin died, girl, we did the whole ceremony with that Aretha Franklin hat.
nice.
Yeah, and that we did well. And then
So was it a week-long event? Like,
no,
like
we did
like,
it for a whole
like,
summer, and then we got
what?
bored with it.
No, I meant like the whole.
The funeral.
Yeah,
thing?
it was like a week-long event.
Like her funeral.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That funeral was 8 hours. It
I
was
know.
delicious.
Yeah.
I love. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I said. I love a funeral. I watch it every time somebody dies. I will stay home and watch that. John McCain, good funeral. Good funeral.
Yeah, it was
Aretha
good.
Franklin,
Really?
the best. 8 hours with 3 costume changes.
Well,
bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
she,
you
she had. I thought it was a longer than that.
They
I mean,
changed
they
her
had
clothes.
They had a
Really?
couple. Yeah. It was long.
They had drama. Everything was there, and all them stars there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Pull
was
up our
I didn't
feed
know
just
that.
in case somebody's commenting.
Yeah,
No,
I mean Aretha Franklin's funeral was really good. It was really Michael Jackson's funeral, amazing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was
I
good.
love it. You know what I mean?
It was like a movement.
It is.
You know what I mean? It was at the Stapleton in Los Angeles. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's like you know what
That's
I mean?
huge.
That's big.
I love a good
A good funeral.
You know what I mean? I just love it.
We gotta
You
get
don't-
Gene Vision.
For real.
Yeah, I know.
Gene TV.
I know.
It's gonna be
So you're not
funerals
so you're not doing any podcasts right now, though.
So I think our podcast, Ernesto, are we still doing it? So this is what we were doing.
Should have brought him.
We were listening. We would listen to speeches, and then we would talk about that speech in the past, present, and how does it apply to us today. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we
That's
were
a good.
trying to
That's
do
a
that.
good premise.
And then,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then I think we just got bored with it or something, you know. And I'm thinking, kicking around doing another podcast, but this time just by myself.
Okay.
Because I hear a lot of weird shit, and I want to call it the crazy shit I heard this week.
I would say it'd
good.
be difficult to run it by yourself, but I think if anyone could do it, I think
Yeah,
it'd be
great.
I'll
Yeah.
have a little caucus.
I think you can hold an hour or
a little
or
meeting.
so
Yeah.
by yourself for
I
sure
talk
to
a
take
lot.
care of it. Yeah, you got
Am
it.
I over talking?
No,
you're
That's
good.
Not at all.
perfect. That's exactly what we were hoping for.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, good.
We were hoping that you did.
I told you they
we
were
hoping that you
ecstatic.
were
to have me
excited.
Oh,
come.
really?
We
Yes.
were hoping that you didn't tone it down just for the podcast.
Oh, am I the same as you saw?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
you're perfect for.
You're
what we-
calling
perfect.
us girlfriend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're perfect for
Well,
perfect for what we do. in a sense.
This is Pride Week, so it is kind of so.
This
You know
is
what?
pretty good,
This
yeah.
week we're kicking off Pride Week. I have a comedy show at Roro, so if you want to do some time, it's a
okay.
safe place. It's a
Okay.
speakeasy.
I don't know how to tell a joke though.
I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
And you know what?
I would love to see.
Hold on.
Okay.
There are a lot of comics in this town that don't know how to tell a joke.
That is true.
You may have seen a few of them.
We
It's
have,
painful.
We have seen
Unfortunately,
it. We
we
have
might
seen a
have.
few.
They're such in a hurry. They're in a hurry, and you know what I mean. You just got to keep doing the open mics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. That's what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
gotta grind
the
it.
Do the
craft.
uppy mics and just
Well,
grind.
and-
It's just work.
and-
It is. That's the trick to this. It's stage time. Stage time.
Is that a thing that you're too in a hurry?
Yeah. You want it so
Really?
bad. And comedy is like, I don't care. Comedy is like that girl that you want to sleep with, but is like, no. But
Yeah.
you have a chance, but she's like, no. You know,
You gotta work it.
you gotta work
Yeah,
it.
you
And it's
gotta work
hard.
it, yeah.
But if she keeps saying no, how do you know you have a chance?
Well, you gotta keep on doing
Couple
it.
drinks.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
You said one no. There's still 99 yeses possible.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
masturbate then and laugh by yourself.
And then you cry. You masturbate, cry at home,
And
and
you
come
leave
back.
people alone. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? It's hard
Okay.
when you're first coming. Nobody wants to book you. Nobody wants you around them. Nobody gets you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you go.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. And then comics make mistakes because they're new and they play to the back of the room, which means they're trying to make comics laugh, which is a huge mistake. You don't want to make comics laugh. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? That's like a
Yeah,
sickness
yeah.
in here. You don't
Yeah.
want to talk to horror. Listen, when the best shows are in the green room, waiting before you're on.
Before you're on, yeah,
and
yeah.
you're stressed out, and that's the best comedy because it's inappropriate, it's dark,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
you
yeah.
at your rawest.
Yeah.
You could never
We gotta
film
get
that.
We gotta,
Never
we gotta-
film that. You could never, because people
no.
would lose everything.
Just found a niche.
But imagine that.
But that is the best because you're stressed
Yeah.
out and and then a lot of comics see that and they want to take that energy
do
and do it on a
it.
stage in front, and you can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
Is it because there's too many people that are out there that don't get the dark stuff, or like is
I
that
would
is
say
that what you'd
that's
be
part of
too?
it.
Is that what you're
Well,
too scared of? Because
when you go to
when
a
you go out
comedy,
there and
when you go to a comedy club, usually this is how it goes. It's one person wants to be there and just dragging the other people along, so they don't even want to be there. You know what I mean? And they're bothered how much they got to pay for everything. You know what I mean? And
Really?
so then you're there and you're bitching, and you see somebody that's not ready to be on stage because
Okay.
it happens,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they get mad and they check out, and then. You know, it's just hard. It's hard,
Okay.
and it's
It
Seems
hard.
like there's a lot of drama.
You know what it is? You gotta be able to, when you're a comic, you gotta read the energy of what's going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
and not let that energy get inside
Get
of
to,
you.
then that's what I was
Okay.
gonna
You
say.
gotta, like,
you gotta
read-
bring your
you
own
gotta read the
energy.
room.
Yeah.
You gotta read the room, and you gotta be willing to
deliver
Have your
when
own
you
energy.
deliver.
pivot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's
pivot.
sometimes
There you go.
I'll do a show
Like
where,
Friends.
Well, like you'll do a show and you're like,
Pivot.
this audience
Pivot.
isn't there. They don't want, and you got this joke you really love and you want to tell. You can't tell it
Tell
because
them
they don't
because
care.
Yeah.
They don't
Oh,
care.
I get it. I get it.
And at the end of the day, comedy is a business. A lot of people don't get that. It's a business.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a business.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you don't want the person that owns that club to have to talk to irate customers that are upset because
You said something. Yeah.
says something
you know what I mean?
that turn them
Yeah.
off of wanting to come
And
in.
a lot of times, a lot of comics, they get confused because they think that they're being edgy when they're just talking about shit and fucking rape. And it's weird. And it's, you know what I mean? It's not
Sorry.
edgy. It's
Sorry.
and they always say, I'm not apologizing for anything. Well, I mean, if you're an asshole,
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that's
With no social
you're describing
skills.
me right now.
then you ought to fit right well with the Phoenix Comedy. So
So you'll feel right
I
fine with
just-
this shit.
I'll tell you this. This
I
is a
refuse
sad
to
thing.
apologize for anything. So
You know,
that's
you know
one
what?
of those
You know what I
things.
think you would be well at.
What's
is
that?
If you told jokes like told like straight up jokes, like just be serious to people, but they're funny things, like serious things, and like keep a straight face.
I don't know how to do it.
What? Yeah, you.
Oh,
can do
resting
that.
bitch face?
Basically, just
Okay.
be yourself, but tell a joke.
This is Gene time. Don't bring me.
Sorry.
This is Gene time.
That's what I'm just thinking that you would be well at because you don't give a fuck, so you can just say
I
what
would
you have to
say
say.
if you really want to do it, go to shows and
Yeah.
see how the professional people do it.
That's what I do.
You go to the shows and just watch
the
and
craft.
see how when he says something and someone reacts. What would you have said? Would you have said this? Would you have said? Because I remember this. I was heckled one time. I did a show for 8 people, and this guy walked in with 3 of the people. Right? Someone, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't. He started heckling me, and I let him get to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like driving home. I'm thinking I should have said this. I should have said that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how you get good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Okay.
when people heckle you,
That's tough,
you have to be
isn't it?
careful because you don't want to alienate the room. You don't want to. You know what I mean? Like if people,
You don't want them to turn against you.
See, when you're first doing it, you're nervous, you're insecure,
Yeah.
and then maybe they're not even heckling you. Maybe they're just wanting to be a part of the show. Black people think they're a part of the show. They, you know what I mean? They just talk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
so then you go after them, and then everyone. You didn't hear what they said, and you go after them really tough. Now
Yeah.
everyone hates you,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
tell the owner, "Don't ever bring that person back." And then you don't get
Yeah.
stage time, and then you're mad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Here's the deal: whenever you're going to be in front
That's
of a group of
tough.
people, you just have to be sociable. Comedy is just like getting laid. And that's
Yeah.
all it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
You know what
You
I
I
mean?
don't know
You're
how
just-
that works.
Trying to get in.
You don't know how that works?
So do you get Tinder and then you just say, "Please like me"?
Please, like, can I? Yeah.
Swipe was it?
You were
swipe
so
left?
curious about Tinder, man.
Yeah,
Because I don't know. I don't use it. I don't
You
know.
have it like? Do you have like a thing, like a dream, something?
One day.
It's kind of fascinating, isn't
One
it?
day.
You
can
mentioned
order-
it multiple times this episode. Like I don't.
Because are
Is
you
it
married?
left or right?
Are you married?
I am.
You're married.
Yeah.
Okay. Happily?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does she know that?
Hopefully.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's right. It is fascinating. I've been with my boyfriend for a long time. I don't know Grindr. I don't know how it works.
Oh yeah. See.
It is.
So to
I
bring
don't-
back that trip that I was telling you when I was hanging out with the gay guy,
Oh yeah.
we were sitting at a bar having drinks, and next thing I know, his phone comes right into my face, and he's like, "How's this guy?
How
Big,
does this
huge
guy look?
dick, just hanging right in the picture."
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, that seems
He
not
seems nice.
real."
No.
And then he's
Did
like,
you see the face or just the dick?
"Just the dick." And then
So if he goes home with him and that guy kills him,
Well,
the
here's
only
the-
way that you can talk to the police is like you're going to say, "I'm going to need to see his dick." I need
Yeah.
to see his dick.
No, essentially that's what. So then he's all like, "Hey, do you mind hanging out here for a couple minutes?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, yeah, I'm having a drink. I'm not going anywhere."
Yeah.
5
He fucking
hours later.
disappears for like 45 minutes.
God
He
bless
went to
him.
go meet up
Doing
with
the
this
Lord's
guy.
work.
He went to go meet up with this guy just down the street
Yeah.
from this app.
Yeah. That's
And
what
then
we
he
do.
came back,
Yeah, he came back.
and then everything worked
And
out
then-
great.
And that's why straight men hate gay people because we get
Get
shit
it
done.
Get it done.
We get it done. We're not messing around. You know
No,
what
I
mean?
actually got my bill, walked out of the place, and then he's there with the guy and a couple other friends, and I'm like,
Okay.
"What just happened? Where have you been?"
You
I
forget.
was a concerned mother.
You know where he was. You know where he was.
You were cock blocking.
Yeah, he was. You were cock
No
blocking,
way.
dude.
No, I let him go. I let him go and do his thing.
It would have been terrifying if they said,
Did he-
you
did
can
he
bring
leave-
your friend."
Did he leave you at the gay bar? Was it the gay bar?
No, it wasn't the no. We
Oh,
were at a
okay.
different bar.
Okay.
You were cock blocking, but not like.
How was I?
purpose.
I let him.
No,
I let
no,
him go.
no,
I didn't stop
No,
him.
not on
Oh.
purpose. It's just that.
Oh,
he
when I
was
got-
trying
Well,
to-
yeah. If
like,
you would
hey,
have went
man.
with
He
him,
was trying to.
You would've met him, that would've been
entertain you,
cock-blocking.
but
Yeah.
He wanted to do his own thing. He wanted to be a nice guy, whatever.
God bless him. Look, he's there on work, doing business,
Yeah.
socializing with you, and getting laid. He's
Yeah,
getting it done.
no,
yeah,
he was
it's
multitasker for sure.
multitasking.
This
for
is
sure.
This is why I am really, really, really leaning towards. I like what's that guy, Beto O'Rourke. I like
Yeah.
him, but
Texas.
there's a new gay guy that's running for president, and I hear him speak, and I'm like, I just love his story. And gay people, we get shit done. He could suck a dick, make a souffle,
Run for
redo the
president.
White House. Bring Israel and Palestine together. Like he's not playing.
Does he have a significant other?
He does.
Yeah. Oh,
He
okay.
does.
Well, that'd be-
He does.
That
His
would
name
be-
is Peter Buttigieg or Buttigieg or Bugliani. It's a hard name,
something.
but he's smart, and we need that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
We just need. I don't care who the next president is as long as they're smart. You know what I mean? We just need someone smart because I just can't deal with this.
That would be a swing from the current situation for sure.
Yeah. Are you for Trump?
Do I look like I would be a Trump supporter?
You do.
Really?
Because the beard.
He's not.
I am not.
You look very Duck Dynasty. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is that what you're? Is that what I'm
Hey,
thinking?
dude, believe me, if I saw you on the streets, I'd be like, oh yeah,
Like, yeah.
I get a Trump guy.
So you're gonna do quack noises? Or?
I'm like
He like
super
hey.
hard for Bernie.
Gross.
Like that's
Really?
Yeah.
I was for Bernie until he let those ladies with Black Lives take over his microphone. I thought that was so fucking weak. If you're gonna run for the office of the United States of America,
Was that the first run or recently?
It was the first run.
Okay.
And he
Yeah,
was in
the
Seattle, and they
balls.
did it. And I'm like, and the same thing like Trump. When Trump was up there with Putin and let Putin take over, that's
Yeah.
weak.
Yeah.
That's not what
Yeah.
American men do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take.
Yeah, you're right.
These colors don't run, bitch.
Yeah. True.
They don't run.
You
And
fought
they
for this
never,
country. You know.
never bow to another leader ever.
Yeah.
No.
Ever. That was horrific.
Yeah.
That he did that. He should have been impeached that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
Roosevelt
Obama
would've
did
never
that,
done-
if
no.
Obama did
Oh yeah, that would have been
my
calling for
God.
him.
he
to be
wouldn't
gone.
even have been able to fly home.
They would have took
Yeah.
his black card away.
I know.
Yeah.
It is so
That Amex?
racist. It is so racist.
Yes, Amex.
You
Amex.
will never, ever, ever tell me that Donald Trump is not racist. I don't know if all the people who vote for him are racist, but I will say Donald Trump is racist. When you question somebody's birth certificate
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you don't show your college
tax
scores or your
returns.
tax returns,
Yeah.
bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And all these Democrats are weak. It's embarrassing to be
It
a
is.
Democrat.
Yeah.
The Mueller report happens and they let Trump control the narrative all week.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Republicans wouldn't do that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They just are tougher. You know
True.
what I mean? Because Democrats are still fighting a political game like we're back in the 70s or 80s where
Yeah.
everything's
They're trying to
where
be
we're
proper.
gentlemen.
They're
We're
trying to
not
be proper.
gentlemen. Our
Yeah.
livelihood is at stake. They're taking away our health care. You know what I mean? That health care they want to take away. So you know what I mean? And people are working harder, not making more money.
No.
Rich people are getting
Yeah.
richer. Rich people
Right.
are getting richer. You know
The
what
country
I mean?
said too.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then we're just going to let
Notice
him
the
walk
theme.
away with it. And all those Democrats are so fucking weak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only one that speaks up, they shut off. Like Maxine Waters. She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
She's telling you, you don't like it, but she's telling you, he's
True.
treasonous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not, America, I took that oath very serious.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
stood up in the Army, and look at the Statue of Liberty. It says, give us, you're weak, you're tired. And this is the beacon of hope. And then you're going to restrict it because you... Oh, don't get me started. Girl.
Awesome.
Girl.
God, you started.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
we're-
angry. This is we're a nation of immigrants, and you're gonna
Oh, yeah,
not
you're right.
allow immigrants to come here.
Yeah.
And no offense, white people, but you stole this from the Native American. It ain't
Yeah,
your
no,
shit.
not ours.
This ain't our
No.
land.
This is not your. And you know what the other thing is? God gave us the right to be an American. He gave us the right to be
Yeah.
free. No
No,
human
human.
on this planet can say who is an American or not. That is
Right,
from
yes.
God. So don't call me about this
Yeah.
morality stuff. You
I
know
agree
what
with
I mean?
that.
You know how many times I hear Christians talk shit about me because I'm gay? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
most in my life, most of the weird shit that's ever happened have been straight men that are married and trying to. I was at Sears and someone tried to make me when I was like, I don't know, 18. I was at Sears and they were like, there was a man in the bathroom wanted me to suck his dick, and I'm like, we're America shops, really?
We're America shop.
Really? This is insane. I am so tired of these. We
Yeah.
just had Arizona
Yeah.
Republican
Yeah.
legislator resign because he was gay, and
Yep.
he's out there voting
He
against
got in
gay
trouble.
rights. It's so
That's
when you are
In 1983, he was
You
with
can't be
two,
a hypocrite, man.
two
You
you
15
cannot be a
year-old
hypocrite.
Really?
No.
If you hate gay people, then fine,
But
but
all-
don't be
all
sucking
pol-
dick when
yeah.
you hate it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
all politics, man. You can't
No.
it's all hypocritical. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it
really-
people need to see through the fucking lines, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really do.
Yep.
It's a sad time in America. It really is. But and then you can't do political humor at comedy shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You'll-
Because
you'll
the
piss
room-
off the wrong
Oh,
people.
yeah.
The room,
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel it. You feel the room, and
Yeah.
it goes into threes. It's those that are with Trump, those who don't give a F, and
And
then
then
those
those
that
are
hate
against.
Trump. And
Yeah.
then you've just divided the whole room.
Bro.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people
That
are
sucks,
like,
though.
and they
Yeah.
tell you when they book you, we don't want this, we don't want that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, oh, damn.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I know.
I can't be censored, though. That's my problem, too.
Yeah, this guy
Well,
too.
here's the deal. And this is what I tell. You know, you do you. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still in Phoenix trying to figure it out. Don't listen to me. I have no authority. I have no one that's certified me comedy ready. You know what I mean? But here's the deal. There is a version of what you want to be and what you want to say. The reality is you're not going to be able to do it in this environment on these stages. You've got to play by the rules so that you can get the stage time and know how to do it. And then eventually you can get to where you want to be.
Maybe like ease into it, right?
Yeah.
Like slowly.
Yeah. But you're doing shows like when you're starting out where it's, you know, like there's this guy that's doing comedy for the first time and he's bringing all his coworkers. They don't know anything about comedy. They don't give a shit about comedy. They don't respect comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're wanting to do stuff for people who respect the art.
Yeah.
That takes time. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It takes
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And it's not that you're compromising. It's like you're, you know, listen, when you're Mexican, you know how you got to trick the system to get through here. You got to be Mexican, brother.
Oh, dude. All right. Hey,
Go brown. You gotta go.
It's hard for white people. You're entitled to everything. What do you mean I can't say what I want, do what I want? You know what I mean?
He says that I'm entitled to Mexicans, too, then, right?
There you go.
Whatever.
You're good. Just roll with it.
It's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what? This is what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for that white people right now, if you're without a college degree or you're making under $50,000, it's hard for you. You really are Mexican if you're like that.
Yeah.
You are living our life. This is
Yeah.
what black people and people that lived all their lives doing. You know what I mean? Now you're seeing what we go through and it's making you mad, and that's why you shoot all of us.
Yeah.
So just eat pizza and masturbate.
That is a good.
I mean,
that's a good,
I like the point that
good
you just
hashtag.
made. I don't shoot anybody, though. But I am for holding arms. But I will masturbate and eat pizza.
There you go.
I'm from Michigan, and I believe that you should have the right to have a gun. I just don't believe you need a military-grade weapon. That's where
Yeah.
I go. And there may be people that disagree with me, but reality dictates otherwise. Your need to have that gun doesn't override my need to live. You know what I mean? That is so fearful for me. Like, whenever I do a show, I look at the exits. Where are the exits? Where do I go? Because it's a
crazy
reality
time.
is it's a matter of time before
Yeah.
you get shot in a club. I've been punched on stage before. I've had drinks thrown at me. I've been called faggot. I've had, you know what I mean? So, like, this is no joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Columbine can happen anywhere, man.
It can happen anywhere. It's a matter of time before you get cancer or before someone tries to shoot you.
You got punched on stage?
Yes.
Wow.
That's fucking insane.
He said it more than once in this
Yeah,
interview.
I
Here's
know.
the shock value.
That's
And my comedy is
Albert
not.
wakes up,
I
like-
don't do aggressive comedy. I don't do things where I'm. You know what I mean?
I was scared for my life the first time you did your show.
Thank
I'm
you.
fucking
No,
with you.
wait,
I'm
wait,
fucking
wait,
with you.
wait. Did I come off as too
No,
strong?
no,
I
you're
tried to
you're
make
perfect.
it
I'm telling you, you were
fun.
perfect.
What was great about
You
your
were
show
perfect.
is that we weren't the comedy relief.
Oh, yeah.
Kitty was.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because that energy her energy pulled me to her.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could feel that energy. You know what I mean? So like when I do, I wear glasses, but when I do shows, I don't wear my glasses because I don't need to see your face. I need to feel what you're feeling.
And
you
you
know?
felt that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can feel it. You can
Really?
feel it. You can
That's
feel it.
good.
And it works better when you're not tired. You can feel more.
Yeah, you can
you know what I
feel
mean?
more.
And it's a hard thing to. That's why comics that have no social skills struggle. They don't know how to
To
do
work the
things.
room.
It's social skills. You know what I mean? It's like it's no science. It's like
Yeah.
you can read people.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
you know wherever
That's
the
crazy.
energy is, you go to it, and
Yeah.
and it will give you energy to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To make
Right.
it fun. You know
That
what
was
I mean?
pretty cool. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, because when you were with her and her brother, they were like, it was like they were
I
like,
know,
just
I
go
know.
with it. Yeah.
I know, and he thought he was a little bit bougie. So that, you know what I mean? Like, when you're a little bit not into it, I'm going to come for you. You know what I mean? Don't think you're better than me. You know what I mean? Yes, I used to be a migrant worker, and I lick buttholes, but you're not better than me. You're not better than me. You're not better.
Awesome.
What, did he work for a hotel or something like that?
Yeah.
I thought they both
Yeah.
did. I thought.
Please.
Something,
Both did, yeah.
Please. It's not a bad job, but it's not, you know.
Yeah.
You're not on the
Exactly.
Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You're not better than me. You know what I mean? Did I leave anything out that you guys wanted to talk about?
No, actually, you just brought up eating ass, so let's get into that.
Have you ever done that?
No, I have never done that. We have talked about it on our show quite a few times.
Well, like
it's funny
anything,
that you bring it up. It
it's
just
an art.
kind of relates.
It's an art.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
See that, Lauren? You
It's
can't
an
do it
art.
all the time, bro.
Yeah, I guess
It's
so,
like
I
when
guess.
you're rubbing balls. You gotta like reach out like you're grabbing for the dollars or something. You know what I mean? You gotta like put your
You gotta put two quarters together and rub it.
something. You know?
Right.
It's an art. Everything in life is an art. You know what I mean? You can't just go all willy nilly on it.
Really?
And if you don't know how to do it, get a class. You know, you can do anything on YouTube.
You too.
You can figure anything out on YouTube. You know what I mean? And
It is
Mike does.
true. Yep.
Mike does.
you know what I mean? You do.
What?
Plugged it in on YouTube, eating ass.
No.
So are
I
you-
haven't looked at
No,
Are
it.
you
no.
married? Are you married or single?
Married.
Okay. How long?
Oh, jeez. Decade?
Yeah, did you guys know him? Did you know that he was married? Did
Yeah.
you even know he was married?
Yeah.
That's one thing they really noticed.
Do you have kids too?
Yeah.
Oh, how cool! That is so cool. I love that.
Is it though?
It really is. It really is. To bring life into this planet,
Yeah,
that's an
that's
amazing thing.
No,
I would
all
never
I
do
did
it.
was spawn mini-me's, and now I'm trying to
I would
parent
never do it.
myself. That's
Yeah.
all I'm really doing.
Isn't it weird how they have little personalities?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's me running around, and I'm like, God damn it, I'd punish you, but that's what I would do.
Do you have kids? Do you have
I
kids?
do. I have
Do you have
four.
kids too?
He's Mormon. He has plenty of kids.
You're Mormon.
Except
He
for
has
kids,
at
so it
least
seems that
16.
way.
But he has kids like he is.
Yeah.
What, are you always at the grocery store with 4 kids?
Always.
Oh my god! Like always getting milk and
Always.
bread. Oh my god! Does it ever stop with the toilet
Never.
paper and the bread and the
And
milk
laundry.
and the laundry
All day, every day.
You know what? That's where I'm lucky. My boyfriend does my laundry.
Oh,
He does
really?
all my
Oh,
laundry.
man.
He fills up my gas tank. He gets laundry.
Is he Mexican too?
No, I got
Oh.
goals. I date white men.
Got gold.
Be poor on my own. Be poor on my own.
Wait, this is what my brother is the same way.
Yeah.
Why?
Why dudes?
You know
Why
why?
is it?
Because a Mexican men, I'm not attracted to him because I don't like the machismo.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that machismo.
Yeah, I don't think he does
that
either.
fake. I like secure men who know exactly who they are, and that machismo is fake. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Mexican men, they act like they're all hood. It's just they're insecure.
And then when it comes down to it, it's like,
Yeah, and then they're like. All don't take this the wrong way,
No,
but
no,
I think
not.
all Mexican men are very close to being gay because, like, in a minute, one Corona away from like a dick sucking. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like,
thank
wow.
God.
That
Well,
But they're so
That is Albert.
judgmental.
Dude,
That is
God.
Albert.
No
It's
wonder
Albert
you
in
don't
his
like
life.
him.
Well, thank God I don't like beer.
yeah. No
That's
wonder he
what
doesn't
he
like
does.
beer.
That's
Well,
a
thank
great
God I
I
don't
was
like
gonna say.
beer.
Well, is Corona
Snap
really
the
a beer? Thank you. Is it really a beer?
Good burn.
But and Mexican men are so jealous.
Wow.
Where you going? What you gonna do? What the fuck? Unless your dick is really big and you make a lot of money, don't worry about what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
You're right.
You don't need to be gay for that
I'm
comment.
No.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Calm down, tiny
Calm
dick. Yeah.
down. You don't got. My boyfriend tells me I'll say, you know, I don't like you. Like his hair's longer right now. I'm like, will you please cut your hair? And he's like, you don't make enough money to tell me to cut my hair. And I'm like, you're right. You know what? When you're right, bitch, you're right. That's why this shit works. This shit works. I'll mind my business. He'll tell me. You know what I mean? Like I think because I don't have common sense. You know what I mean? And he'll tell me. You know,
Same.
You know, I know, and I believe everybody's good. I believe that everyone wants to be my friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, he'll meet somebody for a minute and be like, I'm like, what? They're amazing. You know what I mean? And then a year later,
So he has a better detection on people.
yeah, he's really good at reading.
You should have brought him. He would have told you, like, don't
Yeah.
do this
Oh
shit.
yeah.
He would
time
not
to leave.
He would be here scanning me the whole time,
Yeah.
being like, "You can't
Don't
record
talk to
any of
them.
this.
Don't talk
All
to
of
them.
that is going to kill you."
Don't talk to them.
He's like very corporate.
Oh,
very,
good thing we
okay.
went live then. So you can't.
But-
there's no editing now.
That's how he is around people, but at home, you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're licking butts like crazy.
Yeah.
We got the swing. We got the swing.
the
up,
tie
you
is
know,
off.
You know, the tie is off. You know what I mean? It's the goat that causes trouble. No.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You introduce a goat in the situation?
Well, they always say gay people are wanna. That was the thing when we're gay marriage. They want to get married, and then whether they're going to
Oh,
marry
next
the
is gonna
animals.
marry a goat.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay,
bitch,
okay.
that's what you would do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that Kim Davis in Kentucky, that ugly. Oh, ugh. Bitch
Who's
shops at J.C. Penney and thinks she's gonna tell me what to do and how to live my life. Remember, she was the county court lady in Kentucky.
Oh, wouldn't marry somebody
because she's a Christian.
Yeah,
She wouldn't
Oh
marry
my
the gays.
God.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your president cheated on his wife when she was pregnant, but you don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Really? Go. Ugh. I can't. Sometimes you just can't.
No, you're no.
You're
I
like,
agree with
don't
you
be a
100%.
hypocrite. And
Yep.
she was married 3 times.
That drives me.
my
That
God.
drives me
Wow.
nuts.
And
Up the wall.
The worst thing, unforgivable. She knows she's on national TV, and she doesn't wears the same barrette. Really?
Oh my God.
You don't have one gay friend that can hook you up? Obviously, no.
Of course not.
No,
She hates him.
Sad. Remember that? They had to take her to court, and then Mike Huckabee went to represent,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
his daughter with a wonky eye is up there lying every fucking
Huckabee
week.
had so much promise until he was on that fucking train with that, and I'm like,
That's
dude,
his
what the
daughter.
fuck
Sarah
is wrong
Huckabee
with
is his
you?
daughter.
Well, no, I know, but
Oh, the
lies.
Sanders chick?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I
She
didn't know that.
lies
That makes
every
sense.
week for the president. I'm like, bitch, don't you want to see Jesus? Like, you don't care about this? This the lies?
There's so many demerits she's getting.
Yes. I mean, like,
I wonder if she gets a bonus every time she's all like, "Yeah, I'll do that one."
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll tell that lie.
I'll lie for you, or I'll
pretty sure she's
It's
done
like a
dance around that.
commission-based business.
oh, and she on I think Thursday she wore a dress and it was like like those sack dresses, and I'm like, oh, that is so sad. It's so sad in our nation's.
Did you say a potato sack?
It just was
It
like
looked like that?
Yeah, it was like real short, and she doesn't have the body for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you need a gay friend to be like, "Bitch, go back in. That is not working.
But
that
it-
is not working."
But
At
luckily,
least for that, right?
She's got a hunchback, and she's wearing a potato dress. Sack
but luckily,
dress.
luckily, doesn't she normally sit behind a podium though?
She
in a
does.
sense? So that
With
kinda
that weird
hides
wonky
it.
eye and the weird body, and she just tells lies, and then they think they're Christian. Don't get me started.
Yeah,
So angry about that.
Yeah.
Pull away from politics. Let's
Okay,
yeah.
You know what? Because you probably have viewers that don't view.
Who cares?
yeah,
No,
they
who
don't-
cares?
Yeah,
I have a lot of friends that are Republicans. I like them. I don't think
No,
they're
we
all
don't-
bad. I don't think they're. I think if
We
you
don't-
have money and you have money, you should be a Republican.
Yeah,
We don't-
no, you
we
make
don't-
sure you want to keep your money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Our thing is we don't pander to either side. I mean, it's really
No,
just
we
make
don't.
up your own mind and
Yeah.
feel whatever. I mean,
I would vote for a Republican if they made sense. You
There's
know what I mean?
si- there's
There's
sides-
some that make sense, like that Ohio governor John Kasich. He's
Yeah,
seems
he's-
somewhat
My,
normal.
my whole thing is that I think we need to get rid of the 2-party system. Like it doesn't apply anymore.
What would
because
you like to do then? What would you like to have in place?
There are people who are purple and there are people who are not. It's like there are people who love guns, but they also want health care in place.
right.
So that's
Yeah,
not just where we're at. We're not Democrat or
true.
Republican
What
anymore.
if we
and
just said, "Hey, everybody, calm down. This year, like we do it in
Why don't-
college,
or
we're
maybe-
gonna do a syllabus, and then this 2-year period, we're only gonna do healthcare, and we're only gonna do this. That's all we're gonna do, and that's all they talk about.
Yeah.
And then we as a nation solve that problem. Like immigration is solvable.
Yeah.
We put a man on the moon. We
Yeah,
can do
no shit.
anything.
No
we can do
shit.
anything.
Did we put a man?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
that's
Yes.
a
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
good
My
thing.
grandmother doesn't think so, but we did. we did. She did. She
Are
always
you sure?
I
She
think
did.
it should come down to your policies, right?
Right,
Like
right.
this is you're for abortion, not a for abortion.
Yeah.
Right. Like you.
But that's
Why-
already
why
been
gotta-
solved.
yeah.
That's already been solved. We already.
I
That's
think
why
you
are we
should-
talking about
yeah.
that? It's already been done. Let's talk about
But
what
no,
we
I mean
need.
like you pick through who you like based on what you feel makes
Maybe
sense.
there's the
Yeah.
problem is that we're still stuck on stupid shit like that.
We are
Well,
stuck.
no, because that's the hot button normally, like religion.
Well, that's where they
there's-
divide you.
That's,
That's
where
where
it is.
That's
Yeah,
where
that's where they divide you.
I've
When
been
they
thinking
don't know how
about.
to solve something. That's where they fucking
Well,
go.
I'll tell you this, boys. I've been thinking about running for office. I have.
Oh,
I've
yeah?
really been
Okay.
thinking about it because I'm like, somebody needs to go because these Democrats are fucking weak. The shit
I
that
think
they
you-
allow.
I think you would do great.
They just allow
You would.
weakness because they're playing this game like like Hillary Clinton. She was always like, well, some Republicans may vote. No Republican is ever going to vote for you. So
Yeah.
don't pander
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Right,
Give up
exactly.
on that. You know what I mean? And quit talking about shit that we've already talked about.
Appeal
You
to
know,
your audience.
Like, okay, here's what we got.
Oh, there you go.
Look, global warming is real. We need to do that. Look at there was a tornado in Africa. Like over 2,000 people died. The storms are getting bigger. In Alabama, all those people died. In California, there were those fires. They didn't even get out of their house. In 30 seconds, it
Oh,
burnt
yeah,
down.
yeah.
And we're still being distracted by stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like the world is changing. We need to do something. We don't have time for dumb shit. Cyber attacks, it's real. Like the Russians, they got into our voting. They getting into our power grids.
Yeah.
Like, look, can't we just get these things and then talk about other
everything
things?
else.
All the shit that's been talked about for years.
Yeah,
That's true. That
like
makes sense.
they're not giving us, they're not increasing our wages. Can't we go to a 4-day work week then? If you're not going to give us more money, then let us work less. You know what I mean?
Vote for Gene.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got my
Legalize pot. You know what I mean? Just don't let pot people be in charge of shit.
vote. And all the money. And all the money, the revenue you'll get from that, you'll put towards things that we need.
Healthcare.
That's a lot of money for that shit too. That's a lot of money for that.
I'm thinking about it.
You should do it. You got my
well,
vote.
I'm going on vacation. I haven't gone on vacation in like 12 years. So I really am. So I'm going to Mexico.
You are Mexican, dude. You
know.
haven't gone on vacation in 12 years.
But I'm
and
really
then when you
thinking
go
about
on
it.
vacation, you go to Mexico.
That's weird.
know.
Why? You go to the homeland.
Where you going?
So,
I know this is so bougie, but I'm going on a cruise. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm going on a cruise because it doesn't work well for non-white people to go on a boat. You know what I mean? It did not work out well for black people. I'm terrified, quite frankly. And I might not get back in America. But I'm thinking about
Just
it.
make sure you get the pass where like all the alcohol is included in your tab.
Well, I don't drink alcohol a lot, so you know what I mean. I don't really but
You don't?
I'll go on the weed one then.
No.
No?
I don't think it's illegal in Mexico, and I don't want. I've seen
What?
Locked Up Abroad.
No.
No joke.
Oh, weed, yeah. In Mexico, it's illegal.
Is it? It's illegal in Mexico?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had laws.
Why would they sell it when they can sell it to us and make money?
It's
true.
illegal in Mexico.
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't even know they had laws.
No, but I promised myself. I'm gonna go
Well,
on
they
vacation.
do, but you pay to get out of them.
I'm gonna go on vacation and I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about could I do that? Could I really do that?
Yeah.
Could I really do that? Would I? How would I? I mean, it ruins you. They know all your business.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean,
You
I
have to
think
do a
I
good
think
scrub, man.
no,
I know.
fuck that. You're an open book. Just say fuck it, run with it.
There's that summer in Palm Springs.
How many priests?
There's that summer in Palm Springs.
How many priests?
It's a
2?
very
2 priests?
No, they used to have these things called the white party, where the gays. I can't even talk about it.
All right.
It's so
Okay.
bad. Let's just say I don't think I was allowed back
Is that
in
like
Palm
the
Springs
fishbowl?
for a while.
Is it the fishbowl party where they put the keys in the thing and then
No, but I did a show once for swingers.
What?
And get this, it was weird because they were very conservative. They didn't want no politics, but they were swingers. And I'm like, okay, all right. You don't want to talk about politics. You want everyone to get fucked and only you to get fucked. You're selfish. You're selfish. That was a fun show, though. It was
I'd imagine.
It was really fun. It was really, really. And then,
So what kind of topics were there then?
I just did my normal act. I just don't do politics.
Politics, yeah, just no
talk.
politics.
You know what I mean? 'Cause people get too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
So
do.
you-
Yeah.
But they were fun. You know what I mean?
I would imagine.
Yeah. They were a little handsy after.
Ah.
They take the
Really?
photos at the end. Which
Hey, Gene,
I
you
always
want to
hate.
come over?
After a show, and then people are like, "Can I take a photo with you?" Then I always because I always take horrible pictures. And I was in my mind, I'm like, "You don't have Down syndrome. You don't have Down syndrome. You don't have Down syndrome. You don't have
That's
Down
awesome.
syndrome. You're gonna be okay." You know what I mean? Because you try to
Yeah.
like my friend Ernesto, he has a angle that he goes to, like he has a pose that he can always looks good in a photo. You know what I mean? I don't have that. You know what I mean? I just look sloppy and fat. You know what I
I
mean?
have to stop smiling with my teeth because my fucking mustache always makes me look like I have 2 teeth.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, it's cute. It's kind of very. It's kind of like Chris Kringle.
Or
It's rapey, right?
or maybe hamstery.
Hamstery.
Did you say that because I'm gay and you think I have a hamster or gerbil in my ass now?
Do you?
Of course I
thought
do.
your pants were waving.
It
You know
comes
what?
with a packet when you
I thought-
sign up for it.
I thought your pants were waving, or you had a tail.
Thank you. That's a good joke. See,
thank
who's
you.
writing joke? Who's doing bits now? Right? You can do it. I think you should do comedy.
Yeah, I think
Everybody
you
should do it. You know it's going to be gnawing at you until you do it. So just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And don't overthink it. You know what I
There
mean?
you
Maybe that's
go.
what I'm doing right now.
You
Don't
just need a
overthink it.
setup, and then you need the punchline. So the way that comedy works is, everybody.
don't, yeah.
So the way that human beings work, again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still in Phoenix, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But I know people.
Yeah.
And people are set up. They're like they want to take information, and they're taking it in, right? And they're
Mm-hmm.
taking cues, the verbal cues, nonverbal cues, what you're saying. Is anyone around you, right? And people are taking information, and things move in chronological, in a numeric sense, right? Even your words move move numerically, right?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like things move in a logical form.
Yeah.
So comedy is taking people with them and then turning them around, flipping a bitch back, and it makes you laugh.
Yeah.
It makes you laugh because you're like, I didn't expect that. That's funny.
Yeah, I just see that. Okay,
but that's the hardest thing to do is to flip that bitch. You know what I mean? Some roads don't allow U-turns.
Yeah,
It's true. You got to watch the
I think
signs.
where I'm at in trying to like even toy with this idea is where do I start? Where's the start of the numeric
What
order?
makes you? Are you more passionate about things that make you angry, or more passionate about things that you love? Are you love or hate? Because those are the strongest emotions. Okay.
Hate, okay.
If hate is what you do,
You don't
then
love shit.
talk about what you hate. Talk about what you hate, what pisses you off, but in a funny way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but in a
funny way. You know what I mean?
He doesn't like small dogs.
I don't like people who drive slow in the fast lane on their cell phones.
Everybody hates that.
I hate that.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
there's a funny way to talk about it.
You know what I mean? There's a funny way to do it. It just has to be funny.
Yeah.
You get away with a lot if it's funny.
Yeah,
There are
you're
things
right.
that I
You're
say
right.
that I know I'm like, oh, I don't think it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm gonna get called out for that. But I oversell it, and then I'm like, it's not a problem. As long as it's funny.
Yeah, right.
You're not hurting anybody.
Okay,
You know what I mean? But there are people, you do jokes, and you see it in their face.
Oh yeah, their face just
They're,
numb.
I mean, you never play to that person. You ignore that person. You go on the people that are liking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
okay,
That's a hard thing to learn because you
Yeah.
want everyone to like you.
Yeah,
You want
yeah,
everyone
you're
to
right.
like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's so personal. You're like, this is my story. This is my life. And you're not liking it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want-
yeah.
And that's the big thing with us, with anybody, is you want everybody to like you.
Sure.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that.
That's an American thing.
Yeah, that's
we're
an
very
Ameri- yeah.
American thing.
Yeah.
We want
You
it to be liked.
everybody to like, yeah.
Because we're social creatures,
Yes.
and we need to fit in a social group. And when
Yep.
you're ostracized, then you're the one being made fun of.
Yep.
To which, we go back to high school when 8th grade was hell for me. 8th grade, because I sat next to this girl who had like these hands. They were like she had lobster hands. You know, you ever see people like that?
Yeah.
Real pretty girl, but like she was weird with the makeup. Come on, like she would wear a blue shirt, she'd have blue eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Like, too matchy. But she had these weird hands that looked like claws. And I sat next to her, and she always picked on me and said I stunk. Because I didn't realize that at the time, but she was insecure, so she was throwing that heat towards me, not towards her lobster hands. You know what I mean? And so I think she works at Red Lobster now. But anyway, so they call her Biscuits. Biscuits, I need some more fish. But she would, every day she'd be like, he stinks. And every day I thought I stunk. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't eat breakfast. I would take many showers, and you know what I mean? Because I thought I stunk. Now, to this day, if you do this, I'm like, is that me?
Yeah.
Is it because she would do that?
She
You
would
know what I
do
mean?
that.
So.
Wow.
Why was I telling you that story? Why was I telling you that story? I forgot why I was telling you.
You can't let the one person that's not liking your set.
To
Really?
dictate your whole thing. Yeah.
I think I just realized why I'm gay because she was fishy. And I'm like, I don't want any of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? How because like when you were a kid, did you have bullies bullying you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What would they do to you?
It was more fights than anything else.
Really?
Yeah. No, I was like the dude. I had a brand new starter's Packer jacket one time, and
is he black?
Wait, what?
I came in an area where black influence.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Grew up in an area. No.
He wore a starter's jacket.
Yeah, I had a starter's Green Bay jacket.
Did
Everybody
you drink
kept,
Colt 45?
Oh yeah.
No, but
Everybody did there.
When I did start drinking, Mad Dog 2020 was my go-to.
That's a drink.
And
That's a
Paul
drink.
Masson, if you know who Paul Masson, it's like E&J, but classier with a name.
Sure. And it came in that weird decorative bottle. That's great.
You know what I was going to get you for the green room was wine coolers. Was that going to be too? Was that going to be too?
Wine cooler.
Oh my god.
Do y'all remember Zima?
I do.
Oh,
Was that your go-to for a while?
Zima's making a comeback right
A
now.
true gay doesn't drink beer. You know what I mean? Bears do. Lesbians do. Beer is fattening. Beer is fattening. But Zima was the shit. You can drink that and not get
He's
fat.
calling you out, dude.
Oh, you drink Zima?
No, I don't like beer.
If I don't have a tab, I do Zima. Okay.
A
I
tab.
just don't like beer.
I don't like
I've
beer.
never had a
Yeah,
tab.
beer.
I know, a tab.
Never had it.
Never?
Never.
How about RC? Have you ever had
Had
RC?
RC Cola. Same thing.
No.
No, not as good.
But you know what my favorite drink
What?
is? Do you know what Tahiti treat is?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Is
like
that a mixed drink?
It's like
or is
big.
it-
Do you know what Big Red is?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
kind of like that, but better.
Really?
It's like Hawaiian Punch is too sweet, and then it's perfect. I think
Oh.
Jesus made it. I think Jesus made it because he made Miracle Whip.
Instead of wine, he made Miracle.
Jesus made Miracle Whip. People don't know their Bible. Here's the thing: you can
Which makes sense. The name.
You take mayonnaise, right?
Yeah,
This is a
yeah.
design. This is where people stand. Some people like Hellman's, some like Miracle Whip. Like, would you like Hellman's or Miracle Whip?
I like both. Does that sound wrong?
No, you're bisexual. Okay, what do you like?
Mayo.
What would you like, Hellman's or Miracle Whip?
Best foods.
Okay, all right. So, I like Miracle Whip because, I'm white trash at heart. You know what I mean? And it's so good.
Midwest.
But this is what happened. So they killed Jesus, right? And they put him in that little cave, right? And then they put that wheel in front of the door. And I'm not doing a bit. I'm telling you the Bible. I'm sorry you guys don't know
No,
this.
this is good.
I want you to get to heaven.
Yeah.
So
At least you know we're not Christians.
he's in there and he's dead, right? And Mary, she's trying to pull that wheel and get him in there, and get in there to see Jesus. Finally, he comes out. And he comes out. He's like, behold. And he has this white jar in his hand. And it's Miracle. And it's, Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what do you call that, Lord? And he goes, I call it Miracle. And just then the Romans whipped him. And he's like, she called it Miracle Whip. It's from the Lord.
Wow.
It's from the Lord.
So I
That
go
is-
all of that beyond the
That's
coming out with a jar of mayo. Like, I don't.
And
I
you know
would-
what?
I would
we have
never-
delicious sandwiches to this day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
I like both.
Jesus.
So I'm bisexual.
So in your
found that out
relationship,
today.
who does make the sandwiches?
Chris,
Okay.
my boyfriend.
All right.
He's very like, he doesn't like attention. Can you imagine living a life not liking attention? What is that about?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the counterbalance, right? Like, so
Yeah.
you are the attention, and he's the
Yeah.
sheltered.
He's smart. I'm dumb. You know what I mean?
You gotta, it's
I wouldn't go that far. Come on.
the tit for tat kind of
tit-
thing.
he can't
It's the- yeah.
Yeah. He's very balanced. Like,
Yeah.
And I can go to him for anything. Sometimes I misjudge things. You know what I mean? Like, I was confused.
Like
when,
coming on this podcast.
No, I'm an idiot. I'll do anything. No, I admit, like, there was times where, like, on social issues, I'm a little bit more conservative because, you know what I mean? And, like, he brings me along and tells me why it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, at first when Sheriff Joe was doing At His Height, I wasn't hating on Sheriff Joe. I'm like, I saw it from a different point of view. I saw it as these poor people are so vulnerable and they're going and they're paying coyotes to bring them to America and they're raping them and taking their money. And at least Sheriff Joe is putting that
He's trying to stop it.
To stop it. You know what I mean? I thought that was a good thing. And Sheriff Joe did a lot of good things for animals. You know what I mean? And so, it was a hard thing,
It's not cool to call Mexican animals.
Thank you.
That was the real story.
That was the real story.
You look between the lines there.
No, he was really good for animal rights. He really was.
Well, that and drunk driving
I mean,
with the tents too. You know what I mean?
But here's yes, you're right.
You know what I mean?
But
Like at least put the fear in
Yeah.
folks.
But here's the thing: we live in a society now where you're either right or you're completely gonna go away. You're wrong. You're dead. You're Hitler.
That's true.
And
That's true.
That's not how human beings are.
Yeah.
Human beings are good and bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Jesus was good and bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he wasn't a good dancer. That's okay.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true. He was a carpenter.
Thank you.
He built the stage for everyone else to dance.
And I loved him because he loves wood like I do.
It's a good
If you serve it, I
comparison.
have to hit it.
Yeah, that was good. That was
If
good.
you serve it, I have to hit it. I would be wrong not to. But you know what I mean? Like, I just think until we grow up and stop trying to you know what I mean? Thank God Kevin Hart. Remember when they were going after him and he's like, I've already apologized. I'm not going to do it. They wanted him to go on show after show after show and apologize and apologize and apologize.
See, it's good.
He said something that
What did he say?
A long time ago.
He
but
made like 10
about
years
gays,
ago. He
right?
said something about gays, about his son, and I'm sure he's grown since then. and
Yeah.
he said he was sorry. You know what? Then I forgive him. Then move on. We all miss.
Why are they not chastising The Rock right now, making fun of Kevin Hart's, how tall he is?
Oh, well, he's
Dude,
short.
on every single Twitter post that Kevin Hart will put out there, like most recently he was in Dubai, and he's on a patio of a suite, overviewing. You could see Dubai in the background. Well, the bar, you know how like they have the glass bar, you know, your glass wall or whatever. Well, essentially it was like to his shoulders. The Rock goes, "Oh, are you standing outside? Like, did you get on a soapbox? Why? How are you above the
Yeah, how can you see
bar?"
so high?
That's funny. Yeah.
So they're making fun of him being
Yeah,
short.
they're making
Like-
fun of his height.
Yeah.
But you mean like you say something wrong and then what? You're destroyed. You have
Yeah,
to die.
yeah.
You can't ever work again. You
Well,
can't
that's
feed
the
your
thing, like,
family.
bullshit.
That's
That
the
is
thing. Like,
bullshit.
where's the timeline of like
it's-
how far can you go back to like get somebody
And
for
say-
what they said?
Because here's what's happening.
That's what's screwed up about
It's
the whole
those
thing.
people that are going after him so hard, that go after him so hard.
Yeah.
They don't go after Republicans that way because they're afraid to, because they know
Yeah.
they'll get their ass beat. So they're going to go after the people they know they can bully.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
bullying all day.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
true. That's
bullying
what it is.
all day.
It
You know what I
is,
mean?
it is,
And there are a
yeah.
lot of gay people that may have a problem with me saying that, and to that I say, fuck you. You don't get to bully anybody in America. You
Oh,
don't.
no, you don't.
True.
You know what I mean? And I get that we're oppressed, and I get that words matter, and I get that when you say things, they beat us up. I've been beat up, gay bash. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, but you don't get to bully people. in
No,
America.
even if no matter.
And they were bullying Kevin Hart. They
Yeah.
were bullying him and
Oh,
trying to
really?
be. You know what I mean? And it's like this whole well, not wrong. That'll get too much.
Yeah. But you're right. You're right. No matter what has happened to you or yourself, it doesn't matter.
You
You,
know-
don't get to do it to somebody else because
Just
you
have a
got it done.
conversation. If
Yeah.
somebody says something wrong, do you know how many times people call me faggot and I don't get mad? I sit there and I say, "Why are you saying that? Like, do you know what
Yeah.
that means?"
Yeah.
And then we find out we're not so different, and
Yeah,
we can.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how you heal and
Yeah.
get better, and then it not become an issue.
Yeah.
So what kind of cigarette is it?
What
A
kind of-
faggot.
Faggot.
The faggot.
Yeah.
It's a delicious one. It never burns out.
Did
Did yours burn out early?
Yeah, usually. Prematurely.
Thank you. Does it really?
No.
Does it really?
Depends on how tight it is.
Really? Look, that's okay. Really? That's sad. That's sad.
I have deep down issues inside, and I got to release them.
That's what
somehow.
you say. Don't go to what's that place across from Boycott? Yeah, don't go to
Oh,
there.
Pat's Bunkhouse.
Yeah, don't you
I'm
can't
telling
go
you,
there.
I would take you
You are
guys there
making
right
me-
now. You
you're
guys
making
would
me
get free
I just want to get
drinks.
free
Curious.
drinks.
What kind of car do you want? Corvette? You could have it. You can have it. You can do whatever you want at the bunkhouse. They will love you. You know what I mean? Because they're men's. They like men's.
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 With a Z.
Yeah, that smell like BO. It's delicious.
Oh.
Now, the
that-
Bears
does
are
that
going to be
mean-
hating on me. They're going to be like, Gene, we don't smell like BO. Yes, you do, bitch.
Smell like lumberjack. Motherfucker.
I once did. I went to a Chicago. So in Chicago, they have the International Leatherman's like big expo, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? It's everything you need to know about how being a Leatherman, how to fist,
So, like-
how to wear the outfit.
Did you just say fist?
Yeah. mhm.
Okay. Keep
So
going.
I guess
so
that's
they
what
teach you
Leathermans
everything
do.
there, right?
Yeah, I
They
didn't
teach
know
you
that.
everything. And so I remember when, so it's like just for bears, right?
Okay.
And bears are hairy and they're men, right? And so we were going there, we're all cute. Because it's not Gene Moore now. This is Gene Moore in his dancing weight. You know what I mean?
Dancing.
She was a thing. She was a ladybug. People liked her. You know what I mean? They loved that Gene Moore. But you're at the bar. There used to be this thing where you take off your shirt as soon as you got to the bar. You would work out all the time. You just couldn't wait to show people your body. You know what I mean? I had one ab. I was showing everybody. You know what I mean?
One ab.
So and then you try to sneak in between the bears, and then they're so wet and they're sweaty, and that hair hurts.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Ugh, stop it!" Like we would be bitchy. They'd be like, "Faggot, get the fuck out of here." And you're like, "Am I getting ready to have a fight with another gay guy? Can you be convicted of a hate crime against yourself, your own people? Is this really happening right now?" You know what I mean? So, gay people, we fight a lot. We just don't. We don't share that. We keep it
Yeah.
all in house.
It's all-
all in house.
That's awesome.
This is
Yeah.
the thing we don't talk about. Gay people. There's a lot of racism to be a gay man. There's a lot of
Within
allowed
the gay community?
within
Wow.
the gay. I can't speak for the lesbians. What they do is what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I would never be disrespectful for a lesbian. I love them,
Okay.
but for a gay man, it's there's a lot of racism in there. A
Yeah.
lot of
Let me ask you this
Yeah.
question, not to derail what you were going on, but with lesbians, do you think that they're all bisexual?
no.
You think there's some that are?
But I mean, they use toys that are flaccid.
Oh, it is confusing to me too. And I have a lot of lesbian friends that watch gay porn. It's like straight
Oh, really?
gay men, like gay
Like-
men on men action.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? But they always want the
That's weird.
stories. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? Like
I'm
the
a
build
Mormon.
up?
Like I'm a Mormon, and I'm knocking on your door with a pizza. And
That's a weird combo.
They want the whole thing.
That's religious and
They like a
delivery.
little mini story.
Really?
They like a
Okay.
little story, and like,
Which is like that's the chick aspect. They like the story
talkie,
and the
talkie.
yeah.
Like,
No
why
wonder
are these
porn
people
is
in
going
this
so
room
Hollywood.
getting naked? Why? Me, I'm like, just whip it out. You know what I mean?
Put it in the pizza box and open it up.
Show me a scene from prison. I'm gonna stick it through the bars, and you're gonna suck it. I'm in. I'm in. There's no other. You don't need a writer. I'm in.
Yeah,
Stick it through the bars. I'm in. You know what I mean?
What was your last
that'd be
meal?
a good title of the
He
movie.
was.
Yeah.
What was your
Title
last
of the movie? Is
meal
that one of the
so I
movies you
can
saw?
thank
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pickup line when I had gay was, "I'm Gene Moore. I like to fight and fuck." And that was, it
And
gets
I've
you
done
in.
one. And I've done one today.
And that's that's good.
Yeah,
I should have added
yeah.
that. And I've only done one today.
Yeah. You
So
could
what
be
do you wanna do?
Which one you want to be?
But you know what? I remember the first time I went to a gay bar, and I thought it's gonna be like balloons. Like they're gonna be like, here you are,
Fucking
thank
teddy bears when
you.
you walk in.
Yeah, and it was. And I walked in because
Skee
I'm
ball.
from a small town.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whenever you're from a small town, fashion is always like 10 years behind.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
was wearing white blue jeans, and I thought I was cute with a red shirt, no t-shirt, and a gold chain. Ooh,
He was Freddie Mercury.
I thought I was Freddie Mercury. And I did all the things that you're not supposed to do in a gay bar. Like gay bars, they'll sell like this. They'll have this like little hot dog machine. They're not selling the hot dogs, but to get a liquor license, you have to say that you sell food. And so they have those hot dogs that nobody buys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
So you pop.
I'm like, I'll have a hot dog and a beer. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to blend in. You know what I mean? And they're like, look at that sad bitch at the counter.
Eating the hot
She
dog.
is
Asking
so
for a hot dog
sad.
and a beer.
She is so sad in those white jeans.
Oh shit.
They made me feel like shit. You know what I mean? It's horrible. It was not what I thought. I'm like, I don't even want to be gay anymore. You know what I mean? It's no fun. What am I? You know what I mean? Isn't that terrifying? You wait all your life, you think you're going to be accepted, and you get in there, and they're like, bitch, no.
Yeah, you're doing it all wrong.
You have no ass. Get out of here. Why are you wearing those assless chaps? You're not authorized. To which I was at Denny's once, and at the
Oh no.
There's a gay Denny's, right?
there's a gay Denny's.
Yeah.
It's called Jenny's. Right?
There is.
And this
Jenny's.
man walks in, and he was wearing chaps, right? And I was sitting. There was a cop, and I'm half white, so I talk to cops. So anyways, he walks right past her, and she looks at him like she's studying. And then I said, "Hey, is that illegal?" You know what I mean? Because I'm a busybody. I'm nosy. And she's like, "No, as long as I don't see the hole, it's not illegal." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you guys had a meeting about this?"
Oh shit! Like a glory hole? Is that what you mean?
Like there were policies and procedures
for glory holes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glory holes are amazing,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Well, I don't know.
You guys don't have
But
that?
No, I know
You know,
of
my
them.
fear of a glory hole would be another man on the other side.
Well,
Oh, you mean
hopefully-
it coming through?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I mean for you, yeah.
Your
I
dick
mean,
Yeah.
sucked right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You should
know
get
how
your
to
dick
handle
sucked
it at
right
least, right?
before you die. Before you see St. Peter, the first question he asked, that's why they call him Peter. Why don't you
'cause
know
he
your
kn-
Bible? Have you ever had your dick sucked right? You better get
I think so.
Send you back clear.
Yeah, you feel me flirting
Yeah,
with him, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So just kidding. And now he's like,
So what's the etiquette with the glory hole? Is it someone knocks like a couple
Listen,
times? Is that how it goes?
Listen, with a glory hole, it's just like you are free.
Yeah.
Just
So you-
stick it in there.
so,
and then
okay,
just
and then we'll see what
go,
happens.
Just go.
There's
and
no
then
knocking involved.
Trust the universe, bitch.
And okay, so that's how it
Trust
goes.
the universe.
Okay.
You might. Sometimes you might get a French fry. You don't know. People are nice.
Who knows?
They might send you something out. You don't know. It's lovely. No, I'm just talking. I've never in my life.
You
done
never-
that.
never-
never. Because I was.
I
raised
like
in-
that you can go there though. You're
Yeah.
just, you're like, yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
I'll
you
take this. Let me.
must have heard stories. I would imagine.
Well, I was raised in the church. So I
Yeah.
remember,
So there was tons of glory holes there.
well,
I would imagine.
I didn't know how to be gay unless I went to church.
Exactly.
But
They showed you the way.
My friend Joe Basila and I, we were in school. So like this was like in the late '90s, early 2000s. So we were in college and we would go to like different gay bars. And then, so we went to this in Michigan. It's Saugatuck, right? It's like you go there and it's like all these men are having sex in the woods. You know what I mean? Like you go and you can just hear like in the woods with squirrels at night. People are fornicating.
This is
not even worried about poison ivy, just doing their thing. And
this
you're
is
like,
Papago Park, right? You're talking about?
no, girl.
Oh.
No, he said Michigan.
That would be sad. It's for real gays are doing real gay work. Doing the Lord's.
According to some,
according to my history,
You can have sex at Papago Park?
No, you cannot. But it
What is
happens.
it? What is
Oh, really?
Sodomy Gold?
Oh, I'm surprised you. I mean, it's.
No, I'm in a relationship.
Oh,
and
that's
you know
right,
what? I'm a little bit fat, but I could get sex. I don't need to go to a park. Like
Yeah,
that.
he's got a location to go to. Those are the down low.
You
Papago down low, right?
You go out of town and you car ride with a straight comedian. As soon as you get out of town, they're talking about dick sucking. They're so curious. They're like, how does that work? I'm like, bitch, we're in Mesa. We're not even out of town yet. Put your dick back in your pants. It's embarrassing. When we get out of Mesa, maybe. Still in Mesa.
Maybe.
There's cameras on the road. I don't think my boyfriend's seeing
years
that.
and years ago when I first moved here. No. Just hear me out.
Okay.
So, I had a friend when I first moved here.
Yeah.
Just hanging out. He got married or was getting married. He invited us to the wedding. Brought my girl at the time to the wedding. One of our good friends, his name is Bossy, so you can imagine that he is gay as well.
That was his real name?
I'm loving his name.
No,
That's his real name?
that's
That's his nickname? Okay.
I never knew his real name because that's all we just called him. We called him Bossy. That was it. We couldn't.
Is he like a power bottom?
I don't know. I never got into that. But what happened while we were there, everybody's having drinks after the wedding. Things are going great. Yeah. He starts telling the girl that I'm with how to do a blowjob. Yeah. Like they went in the bathroom.
We always try to help our straight girls. We have to. They're so bad at it.
Is that why?
Is that
why a lot of them? It
bad.
sounds
Yeah.
that they're friends with gay guys a
Is
lot
that
of the
the
time.
reason?
Is that?
Do you have a lot of fake hags that hang out with you?
No,
that's not
because
the main
I like
reason?
myself.
Okay.
And I don't have time for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what happened, Mark?
What do you mean?
Oh, your story.
I had the best blowjob
so
of my life.
2000.
From the dude?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So did he teach her how to do it right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
he taught your girl how to do it, and she did it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
All right, okay.
A win-win then. That's good.
Was it like, yeah.
Well, and to be fair to her, that was our first time doing that together. So
yeah.
So it was already
She
exciting.
wants to know. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
You know what? Why are you going to do a job unless you don't do it right?
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
true.
mean? Do
Yeah.
it right. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because there's some people who can't do it. You know what I mean? I get bored with it.
no
You
one
know
can
what I mean?
build a
I'm
wall,
bored.
right? Not everybody can build a wall. So I mean,
Yeah.
You're bringing it back to Trump.
Yeah. I love Bossy. Where's Bossy now?
he still lives in Chandler. He's around here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah,
Doing seminars.
probably.
Doing seminars.
Probably.
Saving marriages.
I'll hit him up so I can connect you two.
No, I have a
I'm sure you guys have met. I'm sure.
But you know what? I don't know because I work during the day and then I do shows at night and then I go home and
Yeah, so
I
there's
don't
no
really
time.
have a- I don't
There's
have
no
a
time to mingle really in the
that's
world.
the sad part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the funerals you can't go to, the weddings, the birthdays. You know what I mean? It's really
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really sad
Yeah, I don't
because
wanna-
you're always like trying to like. It's so narcissistic what
Yeah.
you're trying to do. You're always worried about your sad and this. You know what I mean? It's an awesome thing to be so selfish about yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? It really, you say you're trying just to be a good comic, but really you're just selfish. No, I'm going to get in so much trouble. I don't know. Again, take whatever I say with a grain of salt. I'm still in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm local. I don't know how to go national yet. You know what I mean? When I do, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
I'll act like I'm an expert. Oh yeah, I knew all along.
Oh, I knew the whole time.
I knew the whole
I had the
time.
formula.
I knew from the first time I was a hit. It was not a hit the first time.
So when you got up on stage the first time to do your set, you bombed.
So the first time I go on, I'm a chicken shit. So I'm like, I'm not going to let anyone see me do comedy. So I drive to Tucson to do an open mic.
Oh, nice.
That way nobody will know and I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm getting ready to
That's
go
not
on.
bad.
And right before I go on, Joey Medina, who's a national touring headliner, really good. Joey Medina, he's like on the Latin Kings. He was on his way from LA to somewhere, and he does a hot five. Kills the room, right? And when he's doing it, I can see him. It was like, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like, I could see the design of his set. I could see there was a beginning. comedy goes like in an emotional roller coaster. Like I can see that he was taking us on a ride. He started up high, he went low, he did some new stuff, and then he closed on something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now at the time I didn't know he was doing new stuff, but you could feel the dip because he was doing it. And then he would do a joke with a setup and then a punchline and then a tag and then a callback. And then I'm like, holy shit, like this is something you gotta be trained for. Like I thought you could just go up there and be a loud bag. Oh, I'm not going up. And I chickened out and I drove home and I was so mad.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I was so mad because I took time off from work. And at that time, like I was paid by the hour and I really needed all the money and I was taking time off and I dragged my boyfriend down and he was like so mad. And then I said, I'm going to go and sign up for a class and figure out what the rules are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And the class can't teach you to be funny, but the class teaches you the discipline.
Yeah.
And then being able to trust
How
yourself.
to deliver better, probably.
Yeah. But again, take what I say as a grain of salt. This is what I have done. And, you know, obviously,
Yeah.
8 years in and I'm still in Phoenix. I don't think you should listen to anything I say. You know what I mean?
I think you're on a great path. I think you're hilarious.
You definitely found your voice.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I'm good at sandwiches. That's what it's
No, that's what your boyfriend does.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
Call back.
Callback.
That is a callback. Who's writing bits now?
Right?
That's how you can learn comedy. You just bring them in here and make them teach you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
kind
tell
of
you,
what we're doing.
In a sense.
the best writer in this state is Christopher Royer. You should bring in Christopher
Okay.
Royer. He's a great writer. He can take. I've been with him. He'll take a crazy thing
you know
and turn
him?
it into. Yes, my best friend.
Oh.
He'll take a crazy thing and make it a joke, and you're like, "Holy hell! How did he do that?"
Really?
Let's see about having him on here. If he's okay with that.
Sometimes I see him perform. Like I remember, I saw him at the Green Room in Flagstaff, and he did this set that was so cool. And I'm like, I can never do that. And he just did it, and he had the whole room in the palm of his hand.
Nice.
Really?
You know what I mean? And
Well, I thought that night. I mean, I guess speaking for myself, I thought that night you kind of had the whole room in your
I
hand.
think so.
Honestly,
Thank you. That's a nice.
I mean,
That
for
was
real.
good.
Like, I thought you
That was
you
really
moved
good.
everything.
Yeah.
I thought you did it awesome.
I agree.
There's a lot of work. That's
Yeah.
It
It's
is. I'm
good.
sure it is.
And I make it seem like
Like
you
it's
know,
like
Yeah.
smooth.
but it's not. It's
Yeah.
all.
It's a work.
It's a work. That's why I hate improv. That improv shit is just terrifying. Where you have to be funny in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord Jesus, no,
Really?
no, that's hard. If you say I can survive improv, and if you say you have an improv show on Saturday, the whole week I'm a mess. I'm hateful.
Right.
I'm mean.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody around me.
Is it because you're like nervous on
To let
what's going to
people
come
down.
your way?
No.
Is that what you mean, or like
No.
because you don't know what's going to come at you? in a
No, I'm
sense?
nervous I'm always nervous to disappoint people because I know that they made an effort to come there. They got a babysitter. They got kids.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
let them
You
down.
look at the big picture.
Yeah, I don't want to let them down, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I shouldn't be doing it. That's what I feel.
okay.
But to do improv and be good at it, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah, you gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
Improv
That's
is
it.
different because stand up is I'm funny and I'm going to share that. Improv is I'm going to set you up to make you funny. That's you know what I mean. And you're going to
okay.
set me up to make me funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't do that in improv. They just take it, them selfish bastards. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so you're the funny one? Fuck
Yeah.
you. You're ugly. You're ugly. You got a hump in your back, Sarah. Huckleberry Sanders. You shouldn't be wearing a dress that looks like a potato sack with
Good callback.
that weird
callback.
wonky eye. You know what I mean? Her eyes are weird. Would you want to be pounding? Oh Lord, I shouldn't even say. You know, looking at her up close with that wonky eye.
I'm not into white chicks, so no.
Really? This is new. Now it's a podcast.
Yeah.
All this other stuff was bullcrap. This is good. What are you into? Mexican girls?
Mexican
Yeah.
dudes.
Oh,
Mexican
you hate
dudes.
yourself. Mexican women are mean.
Yeah,
Why
that's
would
why.
you do that to yourself? So mean. They don't give a fuck.
No,
you ever
they-
see a young Mexican girl like at a McDonald's or a Burger King? They just throw you
Get
your
so
food.
mad.
You're like, am I done? They're like, get out of here. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't give a shit about anything.
That's how they met.
That's really.
Yeah.
I would never date a Mexican woman if I was.
No.
Well, there's a few reasons why.
Yes.
Yes, there are a few reasons why to.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean, the reason why he wouldn't.
Oh, well, yeah.
Now people are gonna say I'm racist.
That's why.
How can you be racist against your own race?
Well, no.
They would say,
There's a
I'm
few reasons
racist.
why he wouldn't see a Mexican woman.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because they don't have the same equipment. Hello.
No, I get what you're saying, but why would that be racist, though? That's
that would be.
Because of the environment we're in, everybody's living.
Oh, everyone goes to that. It's always race related.
It just goes straight to it.
Yeah. Everybody, to me, I think everybody's gay or on drugs. You know what I mean?
That's
Some
true.
people just think everybody's
That's how scary the streets are.
Yeah, I
think
know.
about it. It's like how many people are fucking on something.
I know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like there's literally.
I know. Thank God they're doing
the
something about
medication.
pills. You ever see people, those ladies that are housewives that don't do shit all day but get high?
All they do is
Yeah.
like the opiates and shit.
Yeah.
They're like, wanna go over here. You know what I mean? There's
sounds
like
about
no
right.
life in their eyes.
no.
You can't even tell them off.
That's
they're
Stepford
not
wives,
there.
man.
Yeah.
Those
They're not
Stepford
there.
wives.
They drive crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
They're on drugs.
Arizona is the wild, wild west.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
It is.
Really
is.
is.
It
People
is.
driving on their cell phones. You know what I mean?
That's
It's
a big thing.
crazy here. Crazy.
Wild West.
Driving in the fast lane. You know what I hate in life? I hate people
Driving
who drive
in the wrong
minivans.
lane.
Oh,
I see that a lot.
One ray on the freeway.
What?
Yeah.
When I come home from shows,
And then-
I always see that. I never, ever,
That happens
ever.
a lot here,
Yes.
too.
Because,
I
downtown
sit in because-
Phoenix, it's weird to get on the highway.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hate
it is.
I hate it.
So they tell you if you're driving at night, don't drive in the HOV lane or in that fast lane because when you're coming the wrong way, you think that's the regular way.
No.
So you have to go in the middle or on the slow lane at
Okay.
night to get
Oh.
home. You really do. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm hitting your leg. I'm
No, you're
sorry.
good.
Okay.
I liked it.
You're a cutie
I liked
patootie too.
I liked it.
You're a cutie. You're hiding behind that beard though. What's going on with the beard? Can't
You
get
know.
rid of it?
Yeah, nah. I
No?
can't. It doesn't cut.
How long have you had that beard?
Yeah.
We just had this
Yeah, we
conversation not
did.
too long
Like,
ago.
I don't know. Maybe like 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
Is it because you're afraid to be handsome? You should just be handsome. You're a
Stop,
good
I'm
looking
blushing.
dude.
I'm blushing under the beard.
Yeah.
He's
Stop
turning
it.
red, though.
Yes,
Stop
God.
it.
Are you
Don't-
afraid to be
Stop it.
handsome?
I'm getting-
I mean,
it feels weird.
It's a lot of responsibility to be a sex symbol.
I know.
get that.
I know.
People have expectations.
Someone's gotta be it.
Yeah,
You know what I
right?
mean? It's a lot.
Someone's got to be it.
Somebody's got.
I know.
To do it, you know
I
what I
know.
mean? Leave it to Chris Evans. He
Thank
seems to know what he's doing.
He is Captain America, right?
Seems to know what he's doing.
He is Captain
He
America.
seems to have it down.
I know.
You know what I
I
mean?
know.
Yeah. Who do you straight guys think is attractive? Like he's handsome. Do you think Bradley Cooper
No,
is handsome?
you know, I like
Yeah.
Thor. Thor's good.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he looks like a lazy fuck. Who do you think is?
Oh,
hot?
You
okay.
think you look like
Robert
a
Downey
lazy
Jr.,
fuck?
man, he's made
Who?
a
You know
comeback.
what? Yes. He
Who?
was good in the boudoir.
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robert
Robert
Downey
Downey
Jr.,
Jr.
Iron Man.
Oh yeah, Iron Man's
Yeah,
good.
he would be good. You know what I mean? He would do weird stuff too.
He
Not
He
weird
probably
at
would
all.
because
Well,
of
he's
his past.
experienced some things, man.
Yeah, he's been down
He's got
the
a
road.
past.
He's
Yeah,
probably,
He knows,
Yeah,
he knows
good
what's
guy.
probably
up.
dabbled in both sides. I would.
You know what? You're
You know
probably
what?
right.
I would
Yeah,
think so.
I'm sure.
Which is
So
what
what
the
do you like?
craziness.
What do you like? What do you think is attractive for?
A
An
guy?
Avenger.
Yeah, we're sticking with Avengers, I guess.
If you say Donald Trump, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. I'm gonna.
He's trying to stay
Ryan-
here.
Ryan
He's trying to
Reynolds.
stay here.
Ryan Reynolds?
Oh yeah,
Deadpool.
that's yeah.
If he didn't talk, he would be cute. His voice is annoying.
talks too
Well,
much?
that's
His
that's
voice. It's that weird.
That's what Albert likes. He likes
Yeah,
that
that's-
catty nature
I
of him.
kind of like that about him too.
You do like that.
I got a type now?
Yeah, you got a type.
My wife says my two are Ryan Reynolds and Zach
Efron.
Oh, Zac
Yeah.
Efron?
Those are my two.
I
He's
can
so
see.
young, though.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he's
that.
older now these days. I mean, he's like in his
really?
30s, I
Look at
think.
Man, he pulled off Ted Bundy, man. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
that's right.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
No,
I
I
gotta
gotta
see
see
that
that.
one. Yeah, that's
I
right.
like him a little tougher. You know what I mean? I'm like.
But
a
she might be
man's
in that.
man.
Like a
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan type.
Oh yeah, who would be your go-to?
Hulk Hogan is so gay. Come on. Hulk Hogan is the gay. The whole wrestling thing. Can we just talk? That is so gay. The whole thing is gay. So embarrassing, straight people. You know we gay people talk shit about you.
And the
You guys
wrestlers.
watch all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I'm sure
The
you
fantasy
did.
football, so gay.
Oh, we
it's
love
so
That's our thing.
Now you're
It's
hitting
okay.
home. Now you're
That's
hitting
our
home.
niche.
so gay.
It's one of our niches in the season.
It's
That's
It's
fine.
embarrassing you know what I mean, to see you guys act so gay. You know what I mean? You're gonna get AIDS fucking around with that.
Oh, that's gonna be a good. We're gonna put that up.
You're gonna
Get AIDS from fantasy football.
You will. It's so gay.
I know.
Trading men's. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's a little bit racist too, because you're always like wanting the black football players. You know,
Do
it's
you,
so
do you
slavery.
watch sports at all? or
Yeah,
anything?
yeah. What's your
I
go-to
watch.
sport?
Yes, I do watch sports.
So
I
for
watch
the-
the ice
for the
skating.
actual-
The
okay.
ice skating. That's a
Doesn't count.
sport.
Doesn't count.
So
That's
what
a
I was-
real sport.
What I was
Ice
gonna
skating.
get
Dudes
to,
or
though,
girls?
You have to do costume
Dudes
designs.
or girls or both?
Both.
Okay.
The costumes and the skating and the dancing. That's design.
I love the delivery of the answer.
You know what I mean? You got design
Yeah.
for the outfits. You got the choreograph. That's a show
Well, the
bitch.
reason I brought it up is because you think about it, fantasy football is kind of gay because
It is gay.
Oh, it is. It's gay.
We're
It's
sitting
gay
there
on a couple
measuring
levels.
men and
Fighting over men.
Yeah, but
I
at the
need a
same
tight
time,
end. I need a tight end. We all do.
You get information
Stop
from
it.
people on these TV outlets, and all they do is describe their body and how fast they are
See?
and what's going on. Oh my
Well,
god!
the whole
Pick me. I'm done with fantasy football. Fuck this. No
the
more kickers
whole
in my life.
Columbine, the whole thing, like they, just their like how much they bench press, like the whole.
What are you talking
the
about?
whole-
Shooting?
No, like the draft process. You know what I mean? Where they're
the
like
combine.
the combine. The whole.
Not Columbine.
Yeah, sorry. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Combine. the whole.
You
the
can
judging.
use another sponsor.
Yeah. No, we don't want them as a sponsor.
Can we talk about yours? Oh, I cut you off. You tell me.
No.
So the Columbine, the whole.
Not Columbine. Combine. Or when they're getting the
I
new
gotta walk
players.
away.
It doesn't matter. But
No, I want
keep
to know.
going,
Like,
keep going.
you mean like the dynamics of like finding in like how
we get
they,
like this
the
from
weights.
college.
Yeah.
From college. When they
Yeah.
because it's coming up here. The draft's coming in April. So when the draft's coming, they do basically beforehand this month. Yeah, this month in March. Everyone's how fast do they run?
Yeah.
How much can they bench? How far? How much can they jump? And
It's terrifying.
you know what I mean?
terrifying.
And they basically rate them on how awesome they are, and then they're going to go to basically the chopping block of
Sure.
you know what I mean, like the fresh meat.
Sure.
Who are they going to get?
Yeah.
And based on
We do the same thing. It's called Grinder.
exactly, yeah.
It's called
You're just
You're
measuring their abilities.
Y'all are wasting time.
Yeah,
Just put
yeah.
it on Grinder, and you can just do
That
it.
could
and
be
be
what
done.
they could do. They have to rename it though.
Yeah.
It can't be Grinder. It's going to be like
It would call me
NFL,
Swinder.
or something.
Blinder. Or
Yeah. Footballer.
Blinzer. Let's get these. You know it's gay because no one is going in there picking out the cheerleaders
Yeah.
or what their outfits or what their routines are going to be. You know what I mean? Like I would think that would be a priority to
Yeah.
get some cheerleaders in there.
And
But
it's
you
weird
just want the men's.
And it's weird
Ooh.
because cheerleading's kind of getting phased out because of all the craziness.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, it is because there's so many things where the cheerleaders are getting, there's controversy over like how they're getting exposed and what they need to do. It's that whole
It's
Yeah,
the world is changing.
Yes.
We just have to.
which normally you would get you would buy the calendar and look at every month
Yeah.
of your cheerleader. And you called it a day. But
I love.
I
can
never
just-
owned one, but
I want to say this. I
Yeah.
feel so thankful that I'm in this hot ass room with no air conditioning because I feel like I'm working out. I think
Yeah.
I've lost at least 3 pounds.
you sweat it all out.
I sweat it out. How long does this show go? Like, will it go all week? Am I going to be here all week?
You can be.
Just sitting
Next
here talking
week,
shit
next
all week.
week,
Actually,
we are at a new location.
Whose
been
house
trying to
is this?
interject.
Whose house is this? Your
Ours,
house?
yeah.
So your Mexican wife is going to come out in a minute.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
everybody out.
The menudo's done. The menudo's done.
She's going to come out with a chancla. Everybody out.
The menudo's done.
Get that little faggot out.
She's a huge supporter of the show.
Oh, she
wants-
does?
Yeah,
Okay.
she
What's her name? I want to say shout out.
Monique.
Monique. That's a black lady's name.
It's French, thank you.
French?
Yeah. But if you really want to get on her good side, you call her Monicue.
Monicue. I would never do that because I'm educated.
Because I am educated.
Monicue. That's okay. All right,
Yep.
we'll go with that.
I've never heard it that way.
You know what's
either.
funny is she's actually from Michigan.
Okay, what part? Do you know?
Saginaw.
Okay, I know exactly where that's. Gratiot County. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's very close to where.
Where you were from?
Well, I'm on Michigan, so Grand Rapids is over on the west side.
Okay,
and
Grand
Saginaw
Rapids.
is over like towards the north.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like CMU, like Central Michigan University.
Oh,
is
okay.
over there.
I like your
Alamo.
face. I like your face.
I know.
Yeah, like
your face, like,
disgusted.
That's where that is. Yeah,
That's where
I
that
kind of read that there. That's cool.
They don't have a gay bar there, so.
Oh, that's why.
No.
That could be. That's the real reason.
They could. I
They
don't
could
know.
now.
It's been a while since I've been there.
Been invited back.
I love that you.
When was the last time you were there?
I haven't been home in 15 years.
That's why I said
I need
invited.
to go.
That's why I said invited back.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want to
Can
go
we just
anyways.
talk about your sponsors so they
Yes.
won't lose you?
Yes.
So you would take this if you're going out drinking and you get hydrated. Have you guys used this?
Yes,
We have.
Live on the show.
air.
Oh, really? Does it work?
Yeah.
It does work.
It does.
Really?
Yeah, I drank a whole bottle of tequila during that episode, and the next day I woke up as if I didn't drink anything.
Yeah.
Because the tequila was water. Because Monicue put water in there and said, "This
Doesn't
dumb son of a bitch
doesn't let you
is not
drink
going to go to
anymore.
work and lose his job for some dumbass podcast." Mija, put some water in there. Fuck
Mija.
him. We are not letting him have tequila. He can think what he wants.
I love that you think that she speaks Spanish.
He doesn't.
I don't either.
But he knows the calls. Fucking mija.
Yeah,
Mijo, mija.
I call her the whitest Mexican I know.
Oh wow.
No,
Yeah.
that's Albert.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, you are. You're a
Well, I mean,
coconut.
he's-
They call you a
he's a
coconut.
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 Shit.
Yeah, brown
But
on
he
the
speaks
outside.
Spanish though.
These
so-
guys do.
Yeah,
You know that's important because like when you go to Ranchero Market and stuff, 'cause,
Oh, yeah.
you know they don't. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah, that's where he goes to get us stuff.
and you're like playing charades with them. No taco, no taco.
Carne asada.
Meat, woo, the meat, woo. La crema, like the milk, the sour cream. You're playing charades with some ladies like.
Yeah.
I'm fluent in Spanish.
She's like, I'm not
Okay.
retarded. I'm
Okay.
Mexican.
Okay.
She's like, I
Okay.
speak English.
I speak English, bitch. I mean, you could have said something. You could have said something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I had a
Can I
feeling
get-
that this was gonna go long.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
appreciate
sorry.
it.
No, you're good. You're good.
No.
Do you speak
we love it.
fluent Spanish?
No, poquito.
That's
I know.
it. That's
Just a
it.
little.
I
Just a
know.
little.
Su madre tres ojos. Your mama has 3 eyes. That's all I
Oh
know.
my God! When did you have to use that?
Oh my God, it's got me
So many
started.
times?
All the time. If a cop calls, the federales, su madre tres ojos.
The fuck does that have?
They're like, get out of here, faggot.
So
Su madre tres ojos. Su madre tres ojos. In the name of the Father.
Run.
That sounds
run,
Yeah.
run, get out of here.
You just run.
And they say they
It
know
works
that
every time.
That's a phrase that they know that you're gay, and then run.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay.
white people will say, you know, you don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? You're out in the public, in the world. You
Yeah.
just want to live your life.
Yeah, yeah.
Be yourself. And you're at Macy's, and then someone's like, do you know where the shoes are? Su madre tres ojos. It works every time. It works every time.
My go-to is to get his papa frita come to Big Mac.
Yeah.
I can get French fries if I go to McDonald's.
Close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want fries with your Big Mac?
Yeah, you have French. Yeah.
You know.
You have French.
I don't use it because that doesn't work for me because
No, I know.
my
Like,
skin tone says I'm lying to
I'm
them.
afraid to say my go-to.
What's yours?
Well, jeans
Oh,
are-
well, yours
say,
is your.
say, I want to hear it. What is it?
Quiero escoger.
Say it again.
Quieres.
Kids, go ahead.
And what does that
means
mean again?
Come here.
You want to fuck?
Oh. Does Monica care? Monica? Now I'm like coming to America. Monica. I love you, Monica.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my God.
Monique. No. Monica.
I think after if I ever broke up with my boyfriend, I'm single for life. I've had all the sex I can have. I'm done. You know what I mean? I've done it all. You know what I mean? I feel
Well,
like I've done
I mean, I would imagine you.
No, I've done-
Random.
How is that a thing?
it.
Like,
How's
how do
that
you-
thing? Like, what do you mean?
all the sex that you can have. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand
what
that.
does that mean?
Oh, I've had a lot of
You're
sex.
just tired?
I'm tired.
Tired of the-
I can't
tired-
see one more dick.
You're numb. Are
I'm
you
done.
numb to it?
You're just tired of the
numb.
prowl? Is
Yeah,
that what
I
you
mean,
like
like-
the hunt.
Your dick better be pretty sparkly for me to. You know what I mean? Like, does it glow in the dark? Does it?
Like a unicorn kind of? Or-
Thank you. Can it drive a car by itself? You know what I mean? Can it make me a sandwich by itself?
But
you
there
can't
are,
do it-
there. I mean,
Yeah, that's Tommy Lee.
that sounds like some big
Tommy
dick.
Lee
Tommy
does
Lee,
have
he-
a big one.
He can drive a boat. He can
You
drive a
seen
boat.
it? I saw
Yeah.
that Tommy Lee one when he was on that boat.
Yeah,
and
he
I'm
can
like,
drive a boat.
Lord.
So that could drive a boat.
Yeah, he did. He was not
What
playing around.
fucking video are you watching?
It's a
oh,
Pamela.
that's the Pamela Lee video.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it was.
What
He
video
was.
are you not watching?
He
Yeah,
was like
well, yeah.
10. He was 10 miles out in the ocean,
He does the nautical points.
and with that boner, he was still being able to like bring back onion rings to her
Yeah.
woman. You know what I mean? Like going on board.
With the dick.
Yeah, like, he was still that dick was still going ashore
Yeah.
to get
Yeah, I
to
don't
bring
see
it
this.
back.
I don't see this lasting on Facebook that long.
Why? What does that mean?
Until we
Because
get to
I
this
said
point.
the D word. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
no.
yeah.
It's bringing light to the dirt.
It's the context of the D word, maybe.
The dirt.
So the whole way I was driving
Netflix
here,
dirt.
the whole
Yeah.
time I was driving here, I'm like, be good. Just don't be weird. You know what I mean? And then I got weird.
Yeah, you were.
But I
weird.
mean, it's Tommy Lee.
What?
You know,
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
with
not
you. You're
weird.
not weird. I'm fucking with you. You're not weird
Yeah.
at all. You're good.
he had tattoos on his dick.
Oh,
Did he?
yeah.
Is
That
anyone
I
talking
didn't-
Is
about
that recently?
No.
That wasn't in the video though.
It was when it was in my
Dude,
mouth.
they didn't bring up.
No,
Oh,
I just couldn't stop.
sorry. Did I volleyball it up for you and then you
So
had to
what's
spike
going
it?
on with Trump?
Yeah,
You know what? My boyfriend's watching this. I'm dead meat.
he probably is. What's his name?
No, I'm not telling you.
Oh,
It's
good.
Monique.
Joshua Harris is on.
Well,
I love Joshua Harris. Tell
Yeah,
him
he's on.
shout out
Gene is the best.
Joshua Harrison.
See, he's the best.
Dude, we love
He
Josh.
is.
Josh is awesome.
He's very nice.
One of our regulars.
Yeah.
The
Do
only
people
regular.
write questions on there? Do
Yeah, they can live feed
They
things.
can if they want to.
Yeah.
They-
Ask
they
questions
really
to
don't.
Gene.
Gene is a
Yeah.
beast.
Oh,
And then some other chick said...
Gene loves Trump. I'm fucking
Kelsey,
with you.
Kelsey Curtis. Oh my God, laughing my ass off. Why am I just barely watching y'all?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
see,
hilarious.
was it the part
It's
where I
all
was talking
Gene,
about
it's
Miracle
all
Whip?
Gene.
Was
Yeah,
it the Miracle Whip?
Whip.
People
When
don't
Jesus-
know their Bible.
Yeah,
need
they
to know
don't.
their Bible.
That's like in the back.
No.
Is it in the back? Like in the
Yeah.
in like
Well, I'm
the-
not very
the-
religious, so I don't have
the
a
index?
need to
Is it
Yeah,
in the
know
index?
my
you need to
Bible.
know that Jesus made Miracle Whip. You need to
Okay.
know.
I mean, it's in the fucking name.
Well, I'm going to look it up now.
in the
And
name.
Before you go to heaven, you have to have your dick sucked one time. Really good. So
Where?
you-
Where at?
Before
Yeah.
St. Peter sees you.
Oh, that's right. Because that's
You're
why his
not
name's
paying
Peter.
attention. You are
Yeah, I
not
know.
going to go to heaven.
No.
Hell is for life. That's eternal. You know what I mean?
know.
It's hot there all the time. Not Phoenix high. It's like for real hot.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
would
like they
suck.
would get rid of me, though.
In hell?
Yeah.
No.
Where would you go? Purgatory in the
Yeah.
middle?
Neither
Just
place
in-
would want to have me there.
So you'd be in the middle then.
Well, they
Yeah, probably.
well, you know, the good news is they let you keep that beard.
Wherever you go,
Because like,
wherever you
everyone
go,
has
there
to
you
suffer.
are.
Yeah.
Wherever
Yeah.
you go, there you
So,
are.
Everybody has to suffer if I'm.
So Kelsey Curtis said, no, it was the butthole talk.
Oh, I'm not.
I don't even remember
I'm
what that was.
excited.
We're just eating
Oh,
ass.
looking
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah, yeah. I like.
Let's
you're
wind
looking
it down though. Let's start bringing. So
Yeah,
every
let's
time we have
do-
a guest on, we do trash talk, which is that little can right in front of
Okay.
you. So there's some topics in there. So we'll have you pick two, one at a time.
One at a
Read the question,
And we'll all answer.
and then
Hopefully
we'll
they're
all
not too,
answer the question.
Okay.
too
so
crazy
we're-
and not too lame.
Now here's the embarrassing part. My worst fear is to read in public. So okay,
Oh,
you're
shit.
making me do. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I gotta read.
First off, it's upside down.
Su madre tres ojos. That's what it says. It says, if magic was real. I want to read it real dramatic.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
pretty good.
please do it.
Hold on. If magic was real, what would be the first spell you'd learn? Who wrote that? That's so gay.
I got it online.
Okay.
If magic was real, what?
What would be the
What-
first
what would
spell
you
you would
use?
learn? What would be the first spell that you would learn? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
asking you.
No, you go first.
Oh, well, if magic was real, what would be
okay.
the
If,
first
if,
spell that
if
you would
you're not
learn?
ready for it, I'll go.
No, I'm ready.
I don't have one.
Okay.
He was born ready.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
The
At
whole
least at
episode.
the age of
even-
5.
I think the best spell I would be able to suck in my gut in a minute's notice.
Oh.
Nice, like
To make me look skinny from the side view.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'm
So-
not going on a
so
diet.
be-
I'm not working out.
to be
I just wanna
selfie ready.
skin- yeah,
Selfie ready.
to be selfie ready.
Mine would be,
Okay.
I guess, be invisible.
Be invisible.
Okay.
Which sounds, I guess,
Okay.
deep and weird.
It
But
sounds
like, I would like to,
perverted.
I would like to rob
Yeah.
places and stuff.
That
But
would be the first spell
Okay.
you'd want to learn.
See what the Colonel puts in that
I
secret
feel like
recipe.
that's not.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a spell though. I feel like that's just
Gotta
a
be.
cloak that you buy
No, but
as a
still,
wizard.
no, you're
Yeah.
thinking of Harry Potter or like Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings shit.
Oh,
I mean, they're wizards.
I like
right?
how
And
I like how you
we
just
just-
We
you
fight with
attack
each other. Yeah,
It's
that's
so
kinda-
cool.
That's normally how it,
That's
that's normally how it
No,
goes.
this is-
Mine,
yeah, this
yeah,
is-
mine
Um,
would, I guess mine would be this, to be able
Suck a
to.
He was
Bossy lives in
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
Yeah, he's
You
around
make
here.
that call.
he's in
To be
Chandler.
able to change my body to whatever I want.
Okay.
transform.
Yeah.
What is that?
transform.
Oh, so you must be
Like a-
taller.
like
you must
what's
be
the
taller.
robot?
You must be taller.
Taller.
Taller. That's why.
Yeah.
It's okay. Shh, that's what I knew it
Talking
was.
about attacking.
Who does
each
that?
other.
You get shit from a top shelf. Who wouldn't
It's all
want to be
right.
that
If
guy?
you need help, I'll get you a step ladder, dude.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. Okay, if you were, what would be your first spell?
So you brought up Harry Potter. I'd do it a Patronus.
I don't.
What's
What
that?
the fuck is a
Patronus
Patronus?
basically is a
I
spell
didn't
that
watch that show.
it
I know.
it
We're
defle-
Americans.
It deflects like it
We're not
deflects
pedophiles.
bad energy.
We're all Mexicans here. We don't know what you're talking about.
privileged.
Yeah, where it's a spell that basically deflects bad energy.
Okay.
Okay.
Ghouls, goblins, things like that. It's
So that's just
The rest of us just have
That's pretty-
smiles, but okay.
That's
do
pretty.
that. A smile will work.
That was
Okay,
a
look at
gay
that.
response.
was it?
Just smile.
was.
I mean, I'm trying to cater to
I
our
know.
guests.
I know.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
know.
Because it's Pride Week. And Pride Week starts out at Row Comedy Show at downtown Phoenix.
Yes,
at the Row
yeah.
Comedy Show. Or the House of Fabulous.
It clearly started on the 2.5 Amigos.
That's true.
I
I
have
agree.
10 shows this week. I'm going to be exhausted.
Wow. How
Okay.
the hell?
This is my busy time from like April this week, from April to like that week before Halloween. It's like nuts.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
I'm
blessing.
glad we
No,
got
it's a
you
blessing.
early.
And then it slows down because like football comes in,
Yeah.
and then people are going to Halloween parties, Thanksgiving
Yeah.
parties, and then Christmas, and then you know what I mean. But this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
kicking off the busy time. Okay, here we
Nice.
go. Star Wars or Star Trek, and why? Okay, I'm gonna go for Star Trek.
Yeah.
You know
Why?
what I mean? Because they are really good at helping gay people get on TV. In
Okay.
Star Wars, there's
And
not
why?
one gay character, right? Is there
Yeah.
anyone gay
No.
on
Star Wars.
maybe
Darth
Yoda?
Vader.
Is he gay?
He
Yoda?
probably is.
Yeah, he's the only.
I mean,
smart
And he was
one.
kind of
The
weird
young,
on.
the young Darth Vader, but after he was a kid, but like in between, you know,
Who?
the one that killed all the kids, Darth Vader. He's,
Yeah, no. What about
Is he
him?
gay?
in
I mean,
real life,
he
no,
is?
but I mean,
In the
he might
movie?
as well be.
But on
Oh,
Star Trek,
gotcha.
they had that Asian guy. You know what I mean?
Jar Jar
yeah,
Binks is
yeah.
gay.
Was he?
Well, I don't know. Was he? I mean,
I
you
mean,
just
he's the
like
black.
him.
She's the black sheep of Star Wars.
That's why.
Really?
So
Do you
That's-
think he's a bottom? Okay. I'm
I could see
interested.
him being
He's from
a
the
bottom.
ocean.
Yeah, the
But
bottom
Star
of the
Trek,
ocean.
you have Uhura. She's a fabulous drag queen. Come on, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The makeup for days. You know what I mean? To the-
Where was she from? Which one?
The
which,
eyeliners
Which world
for-
of the?
to the gods. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then they had the Asian guy, and then Chris Pine, who I hope is gay.
Yeah.
You know what I
he's
mean?
not. Yeah.
He's a looker. You know what I mean? He comes from an acting family, so it
So
could
maybe
be.
he
you know what I
does.
mean? And his last name is Pine, so he has good wood. Come on.
Yeah.
So okay, that's who I say. Star Wars or Star Trek? And why?
I'm Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because I just like the movies more.
Yeah.
But I like Chris Pine,
He's delicious.
not because of the wood part,
Yeah.
but
He's a good Captain Kirk.
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You
And
look
I-
at
and
him and like
yeah,
he's
he
in
is.
charge.
And I really digged the Next Generation with Captain Picard with
Oh.
yeah,
Patrick Stewart.
He looks like a fancy
I-
gay.
I-
he looks like a
yeah.
fancy gay.
He was very.
You go to his
fancy.
house for a dinner party.
He could have
you know
fucking
what I
sold
mean?
me.
Like,
He
Yeah,
could have sold
yeah.
me fine dining
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, he's
which
amazing.
wouldn't have bought that from
Do you
him.
think
but,
he eats ass? Picard?
fancily, I bet.
Yeah, like with
Yeah, like-
folk
You know,
or
yeah, like
something
he has
that.
a
Honestly, I
a
think
plate and
all
shit.
of Hollywood eats ass.
I think you're right.
It's
Like,
true.
I think it's just a thing.
It's a forbidden like fruit
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
that
go.
no one talks about.
I'm gonna go with Star Wars because I was never into
Star Trek.
Star
Did you watch
Trek.
any Star Trek?
on.
Is that because you
The
grew
old-
up poor and Mexican and didn't have a TV?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah, just watch the
Every-
cinema.
Yeah. So and Star Trek, I only got into it with Chris Pine.
Oh,
Yes,
so the
thank
newer
you.
The
stuff.
newest one, yeah. But before that, it was
What about
all Star
Khan?
Wars.
Remember when Ricardo Montalban was in a Khan?
No, sorry.
The older ones
Yeah.
with
William Shatner.
Yeah,
William
Shatner.
Shatner, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I-
And that Scottish guy? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? I've never had bad sex with
Scotty.
a Scottish guy.
Scotty.
They are hot.
With the kilt and everything.
Huh?
Kilt.
Well,
No?
that's extra, and I don't have that kind of money.
You gotta pay. Gotta pay.
Okay,
extra.
what, Star Wars or Star Trek?
What's yours?
Star Wars only because I never really got into Star Trek, mainly because of my dad.
What?
Because-
Let's talk about
Well,
that.
I mean, not
How does that
the-
make
deeper.
you feel?
Deeper.
It's
How does that
deeper.
make you feel?
No, it just we never went to go see anything. We never watched anything Star Wars or Star Trek. But when Star Wars started to relaunch, we stood in line to go see it.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah. But Star Trek, it's on TV.
yeah. We
It's
never
on
just
the
we
CW.
Never, we never watched it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wasn't digging Star Trek when it went to the Next Generation. Did you ever see
Is that
those
when they
ones?
had the
about the
Whoopi
third
Goldberg and
I
that
think so.
that Data guy?
No. I thought that was Captain Picard with those ones.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting them.
It was the
all
next one.
mixed
It was
Yeah,
the
so
next
we don't
one.
even.
Getting them all.
I watched them both, but I mean, I dig Star Wars more.
I like Battlestar
dig
Galactica.
Star Wars more?
That was a
Oh,
good
I never
one.
saw that.
Yeah, I never got
No,
into
the
that one.
reboot. The reboot.
There's a cult following for that show.
Is there
Is
really?
there?
Yeah, huge
Yeah.
cult following. Yeah,
Oh,
Kind
I
of
didn't
like
get into that
Somewhere
one.
in Time. The
Yeah.
cult following for the movie.
for
I
the
love.
gays.
Yeah. I think.
Oh, I didn't like
think
that one either.
I don't think it's gay people that like that. I think
Yeah.
it's fat people. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
The
There's-
Time one?
Yeah, Somewhere
Yeah,
in Time.
yeah.
And you know what I mean?
With
It's
Oprah?
No, Oprah wasn't in it. No, it was.
Which one am I thinking of?
Somewhere in
You're
Time is
thinking of
with
that
Christopher
new movie that
Reeve.
just came out.
Christopher
Oprah.
Reeve and Jane Seymour, and they go up to Michigan and the Mackinac Island, and he falls in love with her. It's amazing. It's amazing. Have you ever been in love? It's a good movie. If you've been in love, you'll love it. If you haven't been in love, you'll be like, "That's."
You
love.
better. The only answer is yes.
Yeah,
Just make-
of course. Yeah, I'm hugely in love right now.
Especially if they're watching right now. You need.
Oh shit! I love you, baby.
Oh, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of The Wrinkle of Time. Wrinkle in Time.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a new one.
That's the Oprah one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was thinking.
that's the Oprah one. Yeah.
April, Oprah.
Is it? I have not
Say-
seen that. Is it? They
it's
show
not-
close-ups of her belly button.
It wasn't
My
that
God.
good.
My daughter.
I heard it wasn't that good. I heard
Thank
it
you.
wasn't that
You're the
good.
only one that got that. That joke was just for you.
Yeah.
They're just for
Belly
you.
button was not it.
I heard it wasn't that good.
It
But
wasn't
my
that
kids liked it, but beyond that, it's...
That's
I
that.
love
yeah.
Oprah. I love Oprah. I know a lot of people.
What
don't.
gay doesn't like Oprah?
Well, I mean, because she's smart and she helps people. You know what I mean?
okay.
She
Yeah,
helps-
but now she teamed up with the devil, Apple.
yeah.
Did she? I thought it was more of a corporate America type move in a sense.
She
of
has a good
having her-
pizza.
She's bringing the own
Does
network
she?
to
that
Apple.
frozen pizza is good too. You know,
What?
Oh,
Oprah
she-
has a
She
pizza?
has a food line.
Girl, Oprah has everything. She a car's gonna be coming out.
She has a
soon.
magazine. I mean,
car.
she's
Car.
been doing it for a while. She's been a mogul.
She's a brand.
That's new. I didn't.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
a
yeah,
brand.
she's a brand.
She's a
Oh,
brand.
yeah, for
She gets
sure.
it. You should get Oprah on this show.
We've been calling. She doesn't return the call.
Because I would like to say Oprah, Star Wars or Star Trek.
But
Oprah, what do
We
you
would see
think?
what she
That
says
would
to
be
that.
controversial, though,
Yeah,
if you think
'cause-
about it.
Because she'd have to call
making
Gail.
a stand.
She'd have to call her
Yeah.
girlfriend Gail.
Yeah.
But she
You know
well,
they're dating,
She hasn't
right?
texted us back
true.
yet.
Yeah.
She hasn't texted us back yet, though.
She hasn't texted you back?
Yeah, to be on the show.
Do you want me to call her right now?
Yeah, call her
Yeah.
up.
Okay. I should. You know, you should do a podcast and make people call the most famous person they know on their phone.
Oh my God, that's a good idea. We should put that on the phone or put that.
Well,
in
that's
the
a good
trash.
question. Who is the most famous person in your phone?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, Pizza Hut. I
The
Papa
owner,
John's.
The
Papa
owner.
Papa John's.
The owner.
mean, I don't want to brag,
Well, Gene,
but I have them on speed dial, and they come in a half hour,
or it's
Or
free.
it's free.
or it's free. Thank you.
Tell us where you're going to be in the near future.
Yeah.
Okay, so this weekend we'll be at Pride, and it's an amazing thing for me to celebrate and do Pride. It is for my community, and you go into this tent, and there's like 300 or 400 gay guys and lesbians and transgender people, and it's all the people for one day. They just get to be themselves. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
we just get to entertain
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
and just be ourselves, and it's amazing. It's great energy, and I love that. So I'm going to do that Wednesday and Sunday.
Okay.
But then all week I have shows all this week at the Row Comedy Show, which is downtown. It's free. You can come see us there. We're kicking off Gay Week there. It's an all gay show. We're going to do that. And then Wednesday is House of Fabulous. I'm going to
Okay.
do that. It's gay and straight. I don't always do gay shows, but because it's Gay Week, we're doing gay
Yeah.
theme stuff.
Amp it up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Wednesday, I forget where I'm at Wednesday. I am somewhere and I forget. But then Thursday, I'm doing Arizona Film Studios, which is a
Oh,
good
cool.
room. It's a really good room. I love that room. And the people, they come there, they love comedy. I suggest you go there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They allow you. They're very forgiving, and they just eat me up. They
That was-
love
that-
me.
that
You
was
know,
good.
whenever.
Yeah.
So it allows me to do new stuff
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I love it. And then Friday, I'm
Cool.
doing a fundraiser in Chandler for it's for this little kid. They're doing it's an educational fundraiser and
For
helping people with goats. The show is called Goat, and it's in Chandler.
Okay.
And then Saturday night, I'm gonna do improv.
Are you going to have a
radio.
screaming goat there?
Oh.
Was that a screaming goat?
Was. We're
Because
still
I
in
thought
the-
that
we're
was
still-
Monica. We're looking at your butthole.
We're still in debate with what
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
But if you're
That's
at
the
Gay
thing.
Pride this week, come out and see me. Give me a hug. I love to hug
Yeah.
people. You know what I
Awesome.
mean? If you wear deodorant, I don't want to hug people who don't wear deodorant. That's stinky.
Yeah.
But okay, you know what I mean? People like it.
Europeans.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Before every show, I put smell my hand. I know it's weird, but smell it, right?
Oh, that smells good.
I know. It is. It's called noir.
Oh.
Noir.
Because after shows, people like to hug me, and I want them to smell me
yeah,
and
yeah,
smell
yeah.
good.
Nice,
You know,
nice.
Is that a
'cause
lotion?
I
Is that a lotion
No,
or is
that's
it
from
like
his,
a?
that's from
lotion.
his past, from the girl in elementary
Yes,
school.
with the
like,
claw hands.
Fuck that bitch.
Oh, I missed that. I must have been away from
But
that.
you know what I want? Because I sweat
No, you were
on
here.
stage when
What's
I'm
that?
really doing it. I really sweat.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? And
Yeah.
you stink. I feel like I stink. So I want them to have a good experience.
Good.
Because Maya Angelou said, people won't remember what you said, but how you made them feel. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Maybe they want, but
Wow.
maybe they want to experience Gene
Yeah.
with.
I dated a girl in high school.
Ooh,
and I
tell
said,
us
why
more.
are you so in love with me? And she said, because you smell like a Mexican.
Oh, what?
You know how when you cook with the communal,
beans?
Yeah.
what is that season? The comin or comin?
El comal?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she loved that because when it goes through your skin, it
Yeah.
smells funny. You know what I
Wow.
mean? You know what I mean?
Was she white?
She was.
Oh, she was
racist
she
bitch.
was looking for different.
Yeah.
She's like, I love
She
the
was
way you
rebelling
smell.
against Daddy.
And I'm like, I love your brother. No.
Yeah. So how did that pan out? Like,
Well, you know, not good.
no. Well, I mean, like,
She was my girlfriend when I was in the Army, and then when I went into the Army, they're like, I saw all these men, and I really honestly thought going in the Army would cure my gay. I really did, because I come from a small town, and I thought it would cure it. And so then my friend Bruce Downs, who died of AIDS, I miss him. He was the nicest man ever. He told me, you could be gay in the Army. You could be gay. And I'm like, what? Really?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, and he got me a fake ID. We went out to a gay bar, because I joined the Army really young. I went right from high school.
Was he in there with you then at the time?
Yeah. And so he got me a fake ID. Bitch could have helped me with some pants. You know what I mean? He could told me not to wear the white pants. Find out later he just wanted all the men's. So you know what I mean? So he made me look like the ugly one. Fuck you. Glad he's dead. No.
Don't friends do that though?
Yeah.
They associate themselves with the uglies?
Yeah. But I loved him. He showed me everything that you could do to be gay. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't know how to be gay. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I could say I got sucked into it.
Dang it. I should have been on fucking...
Yeah, the audience hasn't been there. I think we've been laughing more the whole time instead of our
Thank you.
audience.
Christopher Royer is here. You're going to need
Delayed.
that. Christopher Royer is really funny. You'll like
okay,
him.
cool.
He's really funny. Eric Subject is really funny. He's a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the people you should be interviewing, not me. They're good.
No,
ones.
you're
Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
God
you've
bless
literally we've been on here for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
More than 2 hours.
And I've lost like 6 pounds, so I'm loving
Sweating it out?
Sweating
Nice.
it out. Thank you.
Over these awesome lights.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, next time you're on the show,
Oh.
Gene, we
Yes.
will be in a new location. This is the last time we're actually going to be filming and or doing the podcast here.
you
so.
should rent this out. People would pay for it to rent a podcast. You know what I mean?
No,
I've actually been talking to them about that. That's in the works.
We'll talk to you.
Because I would love to do that if I could just go somewhere that's all set up. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to do any of the work. I don't want work.
We
I'm
will
lazy.
talk to you.
That's why I don't suck good dick. I'm lazy. I'm
We'll
lazy.
talk to you off
Okay.
topic on that.
Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah,
Offline.
that's off the air, right? Because we're live right
Look
now.
how short your little fingernails are. They're so cute.
What?
Do you chew them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hot. You know he's a passionate man.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
I am. I'm super passionate.
They're good in the
Heat
bed.
of the moment.
Mhm. When they chew to the nubs, that's who you want to have sex with.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, but I could have told you that without looking at my nails.
But that's a
But I wouldn't have
Crazy.
believed you.
My wife also could have told you that without looking at my nails.
Monica.
Let's end it out. I really appreciate that you came on the
Yeah.
show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I
Thanks, buddy.
appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Awesome.
This was a great fun
Heck yeah.
time.
This is one of the
I want to
longest-
have you on again after Pride
future.
Week.
Yes.
Like,
when you're not busy.
yeah.
In October, I guess, right?
I'll give you Christopher's information.
Yes,
Yeah,
please do.
That'd be awesome.
And who was the other person you were?
Eric Subject.